be sure to send your music and beats over to thatdorkyreviewshow@gmail.com.
Do you believe in all my dreams, or am I fantasizing? Do I believe in you and me? I can't fantasize this. Do you believe in all my dreams, or am I fantasizing? Do I believe in you and me? I can't fantasize this. My hands aren't clean, I did a dirty thing. I can't sanitize this. I'm so terrified in a life I'm paralyzing. In my dreams, I'm always a king, but I can't magnify this. I overanalyze it. Do you believe in all my dreams, or am I fantasizing? Do I believe in you and me? I can't fantasize this. Do you believe in all my dreams, or am I fantasizing? Do I believe in you and me? I can't fantasize it.
Okay, hey, how could it be so wrong but feel so right? Hey, first it was a yes, no, then maybe so at night. Hey, don't wanna let you go, but girl, we're wasting time. Is that what you was thinking? Cause lately I've been thinking about, hey, okay, how could it be so wrong but feel so right? Hey, first it was a yes, no, then maybe so at night. Hey, don't wanna let you go, but girl, we're wasting time. Is that what you was thinking? Cause lately I've been thinking about. Lately I've been thinking about just doing what you do to give a damn about him. We could get it rockin' like a boat and you a Leah, and I love the way you lookin' similar to when I'm feeling. Your man clockin' like an iPhone, need a finger. Let me cool down, boss nigga, caught a fever. Caught me daydreaming about the way you working features. We can meet up in places already, can't read this. Hey, this feeling I know ain't right. Thinking about love, but she thought it twice. One that had babies, let's roll the dice. Blindfolded by love, think I overpipe. This feeling all this liquor got me tripping. Book a flight so we can meet every weekend. Can't forget the rain jacket for the laces. And I can't get enough till I'm crazy. Real talk. Okay, hey, how could it be so wrong but feel so right? Hey, first it was a yes, no, then maybe so at night. Hey, don't wanna let you go, but girl, we're wasting time.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Cause lately I've been thinking about.
If you are just now tapped into the show and wondering how to submit, all you got to do is send your music to my email. It's thatdorkyreviewshow@gmail.com.
Please send your records to thatdorkyreviewshow@gmail.com or get ready to die. Ha 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 ha.
Independent artists and music and or beats producers, you know what I'm saying? Only get y'all stuff in, man. Sheesh. We're just going through the countdown. We got about 5 minutes until we officially start. We're also live on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch.
You already know. Hey.
Hit that like button, y'all.
Look, it ain't the brute force. This is a mind game. Look at my face. You'll never see that I'm privy to hide pain. To worry about money, to focus on women and lie to me, hide things. Yeah, I gotta chase. Hundreds and 50s and 20s is my things. Gang. Never relate to the fake, it's why I'm the one that they hate. Let me be great, I was the one that they played, now I'm the one that they play. Been on my plate, now I'm the one that they pay. Dinner table like a safe, they don't get the premises. I did my time with no talking, nobody can say I was snitching. And plus I was innocent, I hit the bricks and got back to the hustle. My mind on my money, I count the dividends. Don't really care to compare me to people that do what I do if they don't really get it. And women get nervous when I come around, they hard on the ground, so lay off the Ritalin. Reach one and I'ma teach one, you know I never been known to put up with the fidget. And you don't know fuego, hasta luego. Play on my money, I'm fighting for mine, Lego my ego. I don't got no time for the eyes playing evidence, then trying to find things. And don't got no time for these hoes, cause they just be playing a mind game. It ain't the brute force, this is a mind game. Look at my face, you'll never see that I'm privy to high pain. Too worried about money to focus on women that lie to me high things. Yeah, I gotta chase hundreds and 50s and 20s is my thing.
Omar, isn't it?
Contract killer rapper from the front row.
All genres are accepted.
Yo, bitch, love those, no lesser than a hundo. Burridge Custo, burn a drug phone, only use the touch tone. My last bunkie was a cutthroat. Piece to Jacksonville, them fools clapping in the field. Loose crack in the bill, also trapping pills. Ratting get you killed, stab him if he squills. Find out what you averaging for real. Grabbing the still, making automatic spill. Get your cabbage peeled, get you back for real. You not even half as real, so why would you say that? Even faggots in prison have face tats. Blow his braids back, he gets stepped on like a shake back. No Diddy, take that, blow 50 out the titty ASAP. Shit'll get gritty as Ajax. Johnny get jiggy with payback.
3 minutes and
They say I'm loco like Mojo Jojo.
30 seconds
I got
left.
check my logo. I'm with my homies, I'm with my dogs. Stick together like Toto. We got that bite back, we gon' need a muzzle. Put
Happy
my life
Friday.
together like a puzzle. Staying strong, arm and hammer, muscle. Pocket full of faith for everyday struggles. If it rain, walk over the puddle. Extended cash in is draping in bundles. I drop them off like I roll in a shuttle. Keep a yes man, don't want no rebuttals. Go against me, think you in trouble. Off with your wig, that's a frontal. Vision bright, see the end of the tunnel. My outfit flamboyant but subtle. Wise woman, I'm a bull in the jungle. Problem after problem, learn how to juggle. Work the job, but I learn how to hustle. Keep it raw, let's get ready to rumble. I'm an artist, but I don't do the mumble. You wanna eat the apple, gotta eat crumble. Made my life better, but I stay humble. I work hard like I'm working a double. Keep a pad on me, don't need a couple. Tripping over obstacles and I tumble. I touch down, don't quit when I fumble. I want the cake like I'm making a funnel. Entrepreneur like Russell. Hip hop dead, I got to show a revival genre. It's hot like a summer, different me. I'm a rapping Madonna, snake me. Killing the kind of gang, gon' eat you up like piranhas. Mentally like Kobe,
2
I'm
minutes,
on.
20 seconds,
when
y'all.
you headed for commas. Drive on 100 cause I
Appreciate
know
the
I
likes.
gotta chasing my goals like vodka. Decoding my script like Java. They say I'm loco like Mojo Jojo. I got that kiss at that check, my logo. I'm with my homies, I'm with my dogs. Stick together like Toto.
I'm sick of how you're asking. My punchline is through. You wanna know some shit, but I ain't never known you. They talking so much, swear they be knowing so much. But here's the shit you can't admit is what if that was you? They mad cause I'm a rapper now. What happened to them scrapping out? We all want a nice place to live. Like money may be simple.
Happy
Subtract
Friday,
the
y'all.
ounces, my ounce now. Like what the hell you talking about? Befriending shit, pretending shit. This female you ain't messing with. I said that's crazy. Didn't know y'all raised me. I got people claim they was my friend. Knows that shit lately. Never knew, never seen. Favorite chem strain hit the membrane. Some mood change, but don't bang on me. No, seriously. Take the high
1
road.
minute,
Get lit and
28
hit the
seconds,
high
y'all. We
road.
almost
Homies
there.
with the shit, unload the clip. I write headline flow. You ain't my dog, I'm just someone that you mentioned. The last time you hit me up, you turned your back and run. I'm on some crazy shit, like smack you till your brains are mixed. What's up with all the labeling and talking about the things I need is stupid. You think I'm a joke, but some things I don't know. But here comes I'm punching, I'm stepping on throats. So need to call out, cause the real one's gonna know. I held the shit down, shit down, shit down, shit down, shit down, shit down.
A lot of fans and he got a lot of racks. He be throwing up them bands cause he hold down the track. And if I
59
give it to you,
seconds,
you might
almost
have
there.
to swing back. Baby, maybe we could take it to the back.
Appreciate
See,
the
I
gift.
got a lot of fans and
Thank
he
you.
got a lot of racks. He be
You gotta send it to
throwing
my
up them
email.
bands cause he hold
Send it
down
to
the
my
track.
email.
And if I give it
Get
to
this
you,
up in
you
line.
might have to swing back like that.
You be wishing for a look like that clouded bunny. Well, if you're not no average man, I'll be a private shorty. And maybe if you had a plan with holy matrimony. These other guys don't understand they cheesy macaroni. Back up off me, I can't kick it, preach it if it is a scrub. They all craving that TLC, but they can't get no love.
20
And if
freaking
you take a
seconds,
hit with
y'all.
me, won't hit you with the dub. My bad ain't unit getting G's, but we ain't in the club. This a job.
Break it down, break it down.
If they try to intervene, pay them no mind. It don't hurt to make it work, give it a try. We both know what's up, so just come on and slice. Go make it slide. We could take it to the back. See, I got a lot of fans and he got a lot of racks. He be throwing up them bands cause he hold down the track. If I give it to you, you might have to swing back.
You're jamming with the hottest disc jockey.
DJ Torque Genius.
Be sure to send your music and beats over to thatdorkyreviewshow@gmail.com.
Autobots, share the stream.
It's 2 in the morning, fell asleep and I'm yawning, waking up on the lawn, I'm seeing blue and orange. People follow me to school and copy me until I stopped and put my music on. I'm just crawling like a zombie, gnawing on a Nazi, probably in his uniform. Born identity, homie, you've been warned. My brain is soaring like a unicorn.
Alright, big freaking salute. Shout out to everybody freaking tapped in. Happy Friday, of course, as always. If you're tapped in for the first time, pretty much we are a live music reaction and review show for independent artists, producers, bands. You know what I'm saying? All genres are accepted on the show. Don't be freaking shy. If you got music, if you make it at all, you know what I'm saying? Send it in. We want to hear it. It's completely free to submit, but you can pay to skip the line if you do you know, want to get played quicker or get more than one of your records played in a back-to-back fashion. I always want to remind you guys that we are streaming on several platforms at once, so shout out to those on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. Make sure that you guys sub, like the stream, and tag an artist, producer, or band that you think deserves to be heard. Do not send anything that is already on the radio. Any artist who's already signed to a major record label and stuff like that, often on certain platforms that we're streaming on, it does, you know, risk the stream a little bit. It'll either get cut, blocked, flagged, or muted. And we want to maximize the amount of people that can hear y'all, you know, music over time and stuff like that, right? So big freaking salute. But yeah, skip that line.
Ew. Sir Mike, this song's gonna burn like some hot sauce from hot ones in your eyes. Birdman will talk to an actual bird like I'm gonna chew through this beat like a termite. Don't make me put you where actual worms lie. Don't like my old shit, I'm thinking you were high. Like me when I'm looking down at a bird's eye view. When I'm cool, better act like you surprised. Head to McDonald's, I'm about to steal your fries.
Last but not least, don't send Apple Music or Tidal. I guess everything else is fine. Spotify, MP3, YouTube. You can send videos as well. You know, BandLab, Bandcamp, SoundCloud. You already know what it is, man. Love your gaming vibe, you know what I'm saying? Would love to get to know you better in Discord, you know what I'm saying? Alicia, man, you already know what it is, man. Even though sometimes I know them comments probably don't even be real, though. Them ones right there. Hey, yo, Stone, what's freaking popping? You know what I'm saying? Baseline, Mugs, man, as always, man. Like, listen, let's go ahead and get started so we don't waste time. And get right into it. Let me see what we got first. All right, so Ayo Stone, and this is an open verse kind of thing or whatnot. Let's see what's up. Yeah, every single time we gotta deal with that, and I never know whether or not. All right, let me see. Where is? Gotta download and make sure that I save to right folder. Come over here. Nada. Happy Friday. Shout out to everybody freaking tapping in. Y'all know what it is. Let's go. Let me bring this off. Alright, it's Ayo Stone.
Ayo Stone, hook me up.
Fuck with a shooter. Pop for some zooties. That's how we moving. Let's make a movie. Fuck with a shooter. Pop for some zooties. That's how we moving. Let's make a movie. Tell me why your bitch on my phone, and she ain't even moving on the low. She look good on my arm, and she don't even feel like she wrong. I just copped another whip, Glocky still come with a switch. Yo let's make a movie, baby.
Let's make a movie and shit like I don't even know what to freaking do. Like you have an open verse, so I guess I can spit on this freaking shit, but I don't really like want to. Like if I died, you know what, girl, I'd hunt you. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do, but you know I'm not the dude you put a gun to. Randomly walking around. Every time that you either float in the freaking sky, people are like, okay, like, do you like ever like walk on the? Okay, I stopped. I just fucked up in my freaking head. Listen, you dropped the drums, and I totally
fuck with a shooter, fuck with a shooter, fuck for some zooties, fuck for some foodies. That's how we move.
Almost.
That's how we move it. Let's make a movie. Fuck with a shooter, fuck with a shooter, fuck for some zooties, fuck for some zooties. That's how we move it. That's how we move it. That's how we move it. Let's make a movie, baby.
All right. So far, so good, you know what I'm saying, from what we're hearing. I like the blend of, you know, styles. The melodics are on point. The energy is there. The beat is freaking dope. It's something that, of course, you could easily go in and do a live performance, you know, with real instruments. Someone playing the, you know, acoustic guitar, Spanish guitar, something like that. And then, you know, having a drummer, you know, pop up or something like that. Like, whatever the case, there's so many different versions you could do of any of y'all records, but especially something like this, right? And it's always kind of a good move to do the challenge or open verse kind of, you know, scenarios like this, because it allows you know, everybody to sort of get involved with the songs in, you know, some way or another or whatnot. When we love a song, right? When we do love a show, we always want to make some kind of remix, you know, of it. Like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with that. I like the concept, the overall, you know, what they did. And then people want to sort of pay your record homage. So, you know, doing a challenge or open verse is the best way to facilitate that, as opposed to people maybe just coming across your record, finding a beat, making their own song randomly, not even like, you know, trying to put your chorus and stuff like that in there. Then of course you can figure out like who you really want to get on that record in the end or whatnot, right? I always love like male-female combos when it comes to, you know, collabs. So if there was a dope, you know, female rapper or singer that you were to get on that would be freaking dope. But likewise, you know, put that word out for, you know, every artist, and, you know, see what they essentially do. Hello and welcome and happy Friday. You know, but yeah, give your overall freaking thoughts on that one right there, man. You know, let us know when that one's done as well. I would love to see a potential video, you know, for that. I didn't really have any sort of like problems so far with the mix, even though again it's not done yet. But I can see that you're gonna be on a good path like once it gets done. Let me make sure we can hop right back in the free line.
Bro, it's 2 in the morning, fell asleep when I'm yawning, waking up on the lawn, I'm seeing blue and orange. People follow me to school and copy me until I stopped and put my music on. I'm just crawling like a zombie, knowing I'm a Nazi, probably in his uniform. Born identity, homie, you've been warned. My brain is soaring like a unicorn.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. All right, let me see. Baselines. What do you say? No more fakes. No more fakes. Old Diamond. Let's see what's good with this one. Once again, 1 to 10 in the chat. All feedback is welcome.
Yeah.
Appreciate the gift.
Yeah.
Yo, I appreciate the gift. And if you freaking Uber, I appreciate the lift. There's a lot of time where I don't know what is even happening, and people don't ever want me to rap cause like an African rap.
Wait, bro, your girl diamond rhyming through lines and lining up rappers through my front lineman. My bars, you can't find them in fine lines, but in due time, man, timeless flows will come out shining. They say I'm old school, no fool. I'm just bringing lyrics back, backing down haters like Shaq on these tracks. Who's that girl rapping in all black, smoking a pack of that good gas, aiming to be the best? Here's a new flash. I'm really tired of all you niggas rapping the same. A bunch of lames talking about the same shit. The content never change. Complain about industry, but you fit the imagery. The sound, the looks, the rhyme schemes, yo, it's all perfect symmetry. Half of you niggas don't bang and damn sure never shot shit. Niggas will get on tracks and lie as long the vibe's lit. Let the lies slip out your mouth, bitch. Keep your lips tight, and if you wanna do something about it, then we can fist fight. Bitch, get right.
And this mic.
Don't give a fuck if you notice me, cause I'll bloom in the deepest of waters, just like a lotus seed. Let my mind drift off and float to the sea. I got hope in me that you come and talk to me like Jodeci. I bloom in soil and water, my roots through poetry. I got the motion, even an oil spill couldn't contaminate my ocean. I'm not really talking shit, nor am I really boasting, but truth is the new kid on the block is better than most. And truthfully, I don't give a fuck how many plays you got, and I'm talking my shit, cause you know I stay on top of the class, rapping like I'm valedictorian, validating trash rappers. Niggas, I'm about to go to war again. Bombs over Baghdad, bitch with fake ass niggas wearing fake rags. Coming for all you niggas, fuck a ceasefire. I carry big straps. You ain't gotta be biracial, but I'll beat you to blue, black. And if you feel some type of way, I'll smoke you in less than 2 tracks.
Bars.
Yeah, nigga, move back. I don't give a fuck what the hell's in your bank account. How many songs a nigga skip to? Fuck you many, I can't count. And honestly, really, nigga, I don't give a fuck about your gender, cause nigga, I'm the only one you niggas need to remember. I'm a contender for the title when you niggas not even on a fight card. I fight hard, your girl will outright y'all. Don't believe me, just watch. I put that shit on my motherfucking pen. Brody like Kobe, I cross up you and your big homie. Niggas always telling me how long they been in the industry. Like what's that supposed to mean when they ain't even close to me? Hey nigga, don't let these smooth beats mislead ya. My bar's sharp enough to cut out your spleen and make you bleed. Yeah, surgical precision, cutting you niggas out the rap game like a tumor. I'm the stem cell rap needed, that wasn't a fucking rumor. Ain't no more delay, and I'm moving you fake artists out the way. Fuck peace, if y'all want war, I sent the first shot today. Don't play.
So much time, yeah. You don't even really wanna spend so much time, yeah.
I'm just kidding. Let me go ahead and clap this. Right here. So much time. First and foremost, man, you know, I always appreciate, you know, any artist who's willing to go in and really, you know, spit some bars, tell a story, do a little bit more than just, you know, the simple, or, you know, in most cases, like, you know, we'll hear a lot of artists who hear a song from somebody else, right? And then their mindset, for whatever reason, is like, oh, let me make that song, right? They go into the same, talk about the same exact topics. They rap it in the same, you know, way, maybe melodies, whatever the case. And that doesn't really allow them to be original. They're not really concerned with that. I get that now, you know what I mean? But it doesn't mean we can't inspire them too. Like, remind them that, like, you know, being able to, you know, not only tell your own story, but to kind of, you know, have as much of your own style as possible and be authentic. Like, that is what is important or whatnot. This was just about 2 minutes and 56 seconds. I appreciate, you know, anything. No, wait, hold on, my bad. Let me go all the way. Yeah, I was right. 2 minutes and 56 seconds. I appreciate as much time as possible from you guys and stuff like that. 1 minute is really only, it's a sample of what you can do, right? And so when you're trying to just give people a taste and that's it, like, you know, the shorter songs are fine. But I feel like when you get into really giving people their money's worth, you know, the longer songs, you know, are better if you're able to do it. How do you get there? Don't be repetitive. Don't basically be boring. Don't act like you're forced to get on whatever song that you are on. You gotta sort of have that love for, you know, whatever it is, and you know what I'm saying, we'll be able to get in there. Appreciate you, you know what I'm saying, Karen. It's like, see you later, bye. The bass line, you know what I'm saying, said that hoodie is fire, man. Appreciate that, man. Listen, man, I my fit right now is a few things in one right now. You know what I'm saying? I mixed and matched a few different elements of all my different, you know what I'm saying, merged together. I got the don't do drugs, you know, sleeveless hoodie under the Zombies Ate My Neighbors. What are these called, man? All of a sudden I freaking forgot it and shit like that. No, bomber jacket. And then the hat is from you know, my I'm floating collection and whatnot, man. Some of these are available on my website. Enjoy and take a gander. Let me go ahead and plop that in the chat. You gotta plop that in the chat. Trying to remember which one it is. I think, why is all caps on? Okay, there we go.
And there we go. It's me, Mario.
No, it's me, Mario.
All right, let me see. We're gonna go back into the free line. We got a Spotify up, so I gotta take a little bit of time to open that while you guys are chilling.
Hello, this is Grimace. Be sure to vote 1 to 10 on all music beats and video played on the show. Okay, bye.
Yo, Dork Squad, this is Rick Sanchez telling you to donate 10 flurballs to Cash App $ pay a dork to get your song played fast as shit.
Yo, my God.
Be sure to send your music and beats over to that dorky review show at gmail.com.
Now let me stop. All right, let's jump back in, you fools. You fools. Not you fools, man. Sorry about that. All right, man. Give it some time, like, because I have the whole Spotify app on my PC here. It takes up some time. Come on, man. All right, let's. This should just drop it. All right, let's get it up. Let's get it up.
JSE, just a little nigga from the 6, trying to do big things, I guess.
So JSE,
that brought me here or whatever.
Where you at?
I'm a long way from home right now, but I made a little something to feel close to the y'all niggas. That's word too. Talk to him, nigga. Man, I've been a starving artist, but I go hard regardless. Thank Lord, the court laid my brother off all his charges. We was watching Martin in hopes of some Master Martins. I remember 3DS was the only thing to record with. My grandma told me that my karma's coming, but I couldn't really give a fuck if all my karma's coming. Cause when I was younger, we was slumming. Now I'm trying to get us on the board like drumming till we stunning, nigga. Word too. You stay yelling, man, I promise that we heard you. Meanwhile, a nigga rhymes are sicker than some birth. 2 bad bitches, I get a fucking world too, cause I was in the pussy like the bitch gave birth to. I'm not the type of nigga you wanna disturb, fool, cause I get you killed and make you home by curfew. I don't prefer to, JSE what I refer to, murder you and boost and drive off in a convertible. And I promise it's not personal, but I've been on the vertical since Hurstables. My verses put niggas in hearses. Got they bitches clutching they purses, even pastors in the churches and they nurses saying, damn, you snow. The fam in Canada looking at me like, damn, you rap. Kept it under wraps since mama was giving bubble baths. Trouble pass, almost made my Grammy have a heart attack for the Grammy plaques. I get your motherfucking anyway. So many boys I probably blast to bring my granny back. I had so many racks inside the stash can fit the fanny pack. We all in our own worlds, I need a family back. I feel like every time they turn around they asking where he at. 6 months since a nigga touched Toronto. I vacation to the 6 before a nigga touching Cabo. Driving around with Lou, I got my hand outside the car though. Or I'll be with Trying to get that bitch commando. A nigga touch peach, me and Zay turn into Rambo. That's not really who I am though. I'm not the type of nigga posting flicks on top the gram though. But if I don't, I know one day a nigga turning camo.
You know it though. We gotta be consistent. Gotta make sure that we post this shit on every platform so people will get lifted by the shit that freaking, like when we freaking put on, freaking hopefully they will freaking come closer to what we put out and they will not get back. So long. All right, man. Big freaking salute. I appreciate that. That was on Spotify. JSE. Where you at? And stuff like that. Most of my criticism probably just gonna come from wanting, you know, your vocal just a tad, you know, bit louder. You know, and that's, you know, kind of figuring about it or whatnot. Love the overall freaking content. You know, I appreciate when there is an artist with like kind of a very chill energy, right? When you don't rap to a beat that has too much going on, right? Because what happens is then, you know, it's sort of a disconnect, you know, and it'll feel like you're fighting for attention with the, you know, production itself or whatnot. So when you have that kind of chill voice and you pick those, you know, right beats, it allows you to, you know, still stand out. This felt like a record you probably would have made also if you got signed to early Rockefeller. You know what I'm saying? I always look for, like, you know, if you were signed to each camp, you know, where would the sound that you have, at least with the record that we're hearing, you know, sort of fucking take you. And that's what I hear. At least, you know what I'm saying, with me. Appreciate the heart. Thank you. I never remember how to appreciate that. Cool. Wish we can pop in. Appreciate the likes and the bros as well. Appreciate that, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, lady saw this know, man. You know what I'm saying? How they feel and shit like that, man. Also, if you've been tapping in with the Diddy trial right now, you know, give me your thoughts in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Where you guys freaking at? If you've been keeping tabs on it, if you are completely clueless about it right now as well, you know, let us freaking know that. You know, because there's some revelations, you know what I'm saying, that will be, you know, of course, be coming across, you know, throughout the next few weeks. You know, I decided not to really kind of cover it, to go live, you know, and sort of like give updates as things are going on, just, you know, because if anything changes, I will let you know. But I'm always down for like an after party kind of conversation, you know, situation or whatnot, or just like the overall general thoughts that you guys you know, have. But it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Yeah, overall though, decent vibe with the record, you know. Do you guys think that has potential for a video? I'm always for like any song that you guys freaking do, as long as it's decent and has a good mix, right? Having a video, I feel like visuals do help sell the record a little bit more, as you can tell more of the story that you didn't within the record, and you can sort of show your other side of creativity if you're sort of pulling the strings with, you know, what's on screen and stuff like that. Let me see what we got next. We got Here's Johnny. You know what I'm saying? He's behaved back in the freaking cusp or whatnot. What do you say? Submitted a freestyle. I apologize in advance, you know what I'm saying, for the audio. All I have is my iPhone and stuff like that. Real quick though, when you guys say, you know, freestyle, that always means a few different things, right? In one case, are you freestyling to an industry beat, like something we already know, like a Drake beat, Kendrick, DMX, Migos, you know, something like that? If that's the case, send something else. We always want to hear you guys on original beats when you send, just because if basically, it would be the same thing as you sending a Drake song to the show if you rap on a Drake beat and send that. And we're streaming on multiple platforms right now. Those platforms often get cut depending on the type of record that we, play. If a signed artist essentially, if their record is played, they kind of hit on our lives every once in a while, because we basically have to license the ability to play very specific records, and it's like on an individual kind of basis thing. I do wish that there was a better process, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have all kinds of freaking ideas, man, if they're willing to have them damn conversations, man. And what you say, why am I here? I am a hip-hop artist. Well, that's exactly why you're here. We review all genres. We review all genres, you know what I'm saying? So if you haven't already,
be sure to send your music and beats over to that dorky review show at gmail.com.
All right, let's go. We got Here's Johnny with Spanish Boys. Is it a diss?
You ever seen a bitch die off the fatty? One strike of the needle, she kicking like Eddie. I could celebrate a H to the Prezi. Stamp say fuck you, nigga, I'm ready. Tú estás difamando por la calle, yo estoy disfrutando. Yo solo fumo hierba, tú te das tu palo. No coges mi nombre en vano, disfrutando dinero mano a mano. Y siempre por la calle calibrando. This a new feel, like when you smoke on some new piff. Niggas out their mind, they must be sniffing on glue sticks. Niggas can't even fuck with half of my true shit. Every line real, it's never out the blue, bitch. El muchacho de la villa, que vendía pastillas, que tenía una mami de la multi en la mina. El muchacho calibraba toda la esquina. Nadie lo pudo ver como dice John Cena.
Soy muy hispanic, pero sabe de lengua. Habla tu mama, mama me pinga tu chinga. Johnny put him through the ringer. Her sopranos turned him to a singer. The stealing, take his ring finger. Ring finger make smoking steam linger. You follow for them circles off the ringleader. Supreme creatures, pack make them hack like meat cleavers. Cold as a deep freezer. Flow like a sea creature. Each feature is street research. Get burnt then plunged in the deep earth. Make these worms eat dirt. Cover them up like a sleeve shirt. Reoccurring teamwork. Level up with each verse. Teach mine how I teach yours. File screwdriver till the spleen hurts. He gon' need a street nurse. Stitches is what he needs first. Prison don't got no blue bikes or pink perks. Shit, that's just how things work. The elite church. Been down since my first police search.
Get lo que, shorty in my hand like a palm reader, born leader, smoking bomb reaper. Ten cuidado porque eso pica. Dale mami, no tengo prisa. If she could suck it for more than 10 minutes, then she a keeper. Life is like one big novela, kill the drama, se lo daré a quien lo quiera. No tengo tiempo por mierda. Ustedes con la jodienda. I'm getting to this paper y dejando mi nombre en la tienda. Tú quieres lo mismo, pues venga.
I don't think I ever heard bars like that.
View straight pretenders. Guala, guala, I'm about $1. You mad cause you ain't getting nada. Chill, papa. Habla eso en mi cara. You get knocked the fuck out. That's probably why you stay in casa. You ain't even in our clase. Yeah, real talk, manito. Yo, Sauce, yeah, what up? Johnny.
It's called Spanish Boys.
I don't even understand.
I need some more history on that, man. I fuck with that. I love it back and forth, you know what I'm saying, between y'all. The bilingual, abilities to really go back and forth, right? When you have that, it's a little something for everybody, but also it just shows your skill level to get in sort of like two lanes at once. And really go back and forth, even if we don't know what you're saying, right? I don't care. I'm not gonna get mad that I don't understand. It's gonna make me want to go in and actually learn that and sort of like get that, whether it's from you, from some translator, whatever the case. It's dope when you can do something like that. And like normally we'd hear the most we'd hear bilingual wise, you know, would be something maybe like from Pitbull, you know what I'm saying, where he's, you know, making club records, dance songs, party records, you know what I'm saying, going back and forth, right? But I know Here's Johnny, right? He's sort of one of the artists on this record. I know him to be very much, you know, I've always basically called him the missing member of Griselda, right? Because he always gets in there, you know, bar centric every time, never misses a beat. All the beats that he'll get on, you know, are something that I could hear other members of Griselda, you know what I'm saying, on, and just like, you know, getting in there. So to hear him do that both in another language and, you know, how I, you know what I'm saying, know him, it's another thing that I didn't know you knew how to freaking do. And, you know, I'm curious on what everybody else, you know what I'm saying, feels about that. So big freaking salute. We had some likes in there. We go jump in, Dirt Dan, you know what I'm saying? 10 out of 10 fire emojis, you know what I'm saying? Right in there. And then, what did Dirt Dan say? He said, you know what I'm saying, it was off top. What were you, which one were you talking about? Let me see. And then, yeah, ATM, how was the experience? ATM had said, I went to the studio for the first time yesterday to let all my rage out. I threw one song in the queue, and like, listen, first off, hold up. Bruh, come on, don't, my mouse, hold on. Okay, hold up. Jeez. He said, nah, don't clap for that. Yes, clap for that. Understand, man. We have to kind of get back to the era where when you looked at an artist, there was always a level of professionalism, right? So whether it was, you know, artists coming prepared, artists making sure that they went to, you know, the studio and got the best performances, the best mixes, the best, you know, just inspiration for whatever the record was. When you put your actual time and effort and love into everything you do, and you don't try to cut corners, you know what I'm saying, let me just do it this way so I don't have to, you know, pay this person. You know, when you cut those corners, right, you're literally sort of not dumbing down, you know, your record, but it does take it down a few notches, because you're not necessarily, you know, I'll just sum it up to people kind of look at it and say, why should I spend money on you when you aren't willing to spend money on yourself? You know what I'm saying? When you aren't willing to sort, and like, if they see you like, yo, I went to the studio, I did this, I got this performance I got coming up. Literally, even if you put things in a, what's it called, like what are the things that people can pretty much, you know, donate towards, you know, your causes and stuff like that. I know Lil Dicky had done one when he first started off as an artist, you know, and then there are like Patreons and stuff, right? So you can literally put in your Patreons and GoFundMes, you know, what you want to do. Like if a certain feature from a bigger artist costs a certain amount, literally if you put that up there as a thing, people can help you get to that goal. People can help you do a tour, music videos, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is. And so let your fan base kind of buy into that cause if it's something that you don't necessarily, you know what I'm saying, have right now. If you like, yo, I need to get, you know, this equipment, and show them what you're capable of, you know, with the limited amount of stuff that you have, obviously. But, you know, when you're genuine, like, I think people will always, you know, want to support you a little bit more. Give me a second. I gotta plug in my mouse. Directly, apparently.
Mommy, are you a Joopy?
Right, hold on. Hold up, let me go. How do I move out of this? This is not gonna move out my way. Like, why is this? See, you gonna make me wanna just click out of it. All right, you know what I'm saying? Vibe be immaculate. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, man. Listen, it's our job to entertain you, but also to see what you got. You know what I'm saying? So get in there Wait, what'd you say? So for 125, 2 hours, you know what I'm saying? So for 125 for 2 hours, I was still able to get 5 songs at a professional studio. I honestly felt like the engineer more was, you know what I'm saying, unprepared than me and shit like that. Listen, that's a part of the journey too, finding that right studio that knows what they're doing, that has, like, when you get a good one, right, they're gonna let you do what you do, but also be willing to give you some input, right? At the end of the day, both of you guys, when you leave that studio, their name and yours is on the line, basically, right? Because if we have to talk about, oh man, the mix or whatnot, it's their fault for not making sure that they got, you know, all the right bells and whistles. If there was something that we couldn't understand because we couldn't hear it, right, you can either drop the beat or make that mix better so that we can hear, you know, everything with the right clarity and stuff like that. Like, you know, y'all know the things. Let me go ahead and jump back in the free line. Let me see where we're at. All right. Let me see. Daniel, I think this is that freestyle. Now, look, I got something to say for everything, even freestyles, right? We'll go over it when we hear it, right? At least we're getting like a little bit of a heads up beforehand from some of you guys with these. Let me see. All right, you called this Hitman freestyle. Let me see if it's gonna give me a ad or is it gonna let me play it directly?
Excuse me, hey mister, do you like eating beans?
Thank you for the gift. Is there? Thank
you.
It's Dirty Dan. Dirty Dan. Speaking Dirty Dan in the Dan, dirty Dan in the Dan. Drums gonna come in hard.
Yo, hitman, why you be so cold? He told me cause he got too hot and didn't fit the mold. I told him let's get out the spot before they called the pole. Did him slimy, spanked his hiney, left that money on the floor. Hitman, he never seen no money, grew up he was po. He had to make some money so he went down Figaro. Hunting for that body, Hitman jumping for some dough. He spot him, then he got him, gave that boy a runny nose. Can't say how many bodies Hitman has, you never know. But Hitman bout his paper, got that money in his show. Hitman trading to go, he been through this shit before. And he coming for that ass, you ain't pay up what you owe. Ayy, Hitman, never been a bitch, man. Shoot a motherfucker in his legs, make him crip dance. Working 9 to 5 like you got it, those are bitch bands. Calling up my Hitman, he can get you hit, man. Hitman, why you be so cold? He told me cause he got too hot and didn't fit the mold. I told him let's get out the spot before they called the pole. Did him slimy, spanked his hiney, left that money on the floor.
Got it on the flow and shit. I let it die, but I'm thirsty, dog. I drink a soda quick. People also like wanna get a photo of some chicken shit that they don't even know what's happening, homie. You throwing up with you eat the wrong shit. And shit, I don't know what to do with it.
I don't know what's happening. Give your thoughts and tribulations. Give your thoughts and tribulations. So that bass line is a little bit freaking much or whatnot, right? Like that's the first thing that happened, right? I knew that you know it was at least the sort of, you know, kicks and snares, right? I'm like, man, that feels like it's gonna come in, you know, hard and freaking dope or whatnot. It did come in a little bit earlier than what my mind thought it was. Like when it starts off, right? We always sort of have this, you know, where we think the melody is, where it starts. Sometimes, and just on rare occasions, we sort of get that mentally, you know, wrong or whatnot. I've always tried to figure out where other artists see Jada Kissing styles. We gon' make it, right? We gon' make it. We gon' make it. If you guys know that beat, every time I've heard artists rap to it, they always kind of rap to what feels like, at least in my mind, the wrong side of the beat. I'm always like, what is, you know what I'm saying? Like I hear something completely different, right? And I have yet to even make a remix to that song to sort of show people what I heard. I think another song that was a little bit like that was one of the Mobb Deep sort of records. Can't remember which one though. But yeah, there's potential, you know what I'm saying, in there in terms of the performance. Very freaking chill. I think with a better mix, it would be a little bit more freaking proper. It is short, of course, 1 minute and 48 seconds. Very little going on in the intro, right? Just sort of that by itself. And like, listen, y'all, right? You guys, especially if you're in your mind, right? You're just spending, you know, under a minute or so with your, you know, audience, essentially, right? You need to figure out ways to give them more. If you're not going to extend the record to like add more verses, add more features, like make sure you talking in the intro, or maybe you have hints of the chorus or something like that in there. You know, don't always try to exit y'all songs, you know, quick. Look at more time on a record as you being able to spend more time with the people who actually like your music. And the only time that people actually want to get out and they're begging, like, please stop, is when you're boring, when you're repetitive, if you're not saying anything on the record, if they're basically getting nothing from it and your background music, you know what I'm saying? And it really it comes down to, like, you know, the most repetitive ones though. Like if we're basically seeing you do the same exact thing through an entire record, it's like 4 minutes, we're like, damn, okay, how many times can you do that same flow or melody, or, you know what I'm saying? We want to see variation with a lot of what you can do. Again, think about it like that. No one is rushing out. Nobody has a short attention span. It's only when the artist kind of just gets boring because they're not really saying anything. If you're not filling the record, and we can often, you know, tell if like maybe there was writer's block, you got in, randomly went in, freestyle some shit. You know, often like a good artist, right? When you do it enough, when you make enough songs, you'll start just as an RPG. For those who are gamers out there, my RPG freaking gamers, man, you upgrade over time. You get way better at freaking, you know what I'm saying, things. The more that you do it, you earn and learn better skills, you know what I'm saying, and you get better equipment, you know what I'm saying, when you do, like, it all works just in the same. So keep practicing. Make sure that you get everything, you know, locked in. And often, if a beat doesn't make you go further than, you know, that 1 to 2 minutes and stuff like that, I often feel like it's not the right beat for like half of you guys, right? You just kind of like, you know, it's one of the potential throwaway records on an album with, you know, really good, you know, potential stuff from you, if it's not making you want to do more. Because I've never come across a beat that's only, all right, that's it. You know what I mean? If I like something, I'm like, no, what else could I do? Or who else can I add to this? Let me extend the beat so I can, you know, stay in there a little bit longer. Appreciate that gift as well. My space went up. Plopping in. Let me go look over here real quick before I jump back in. Your mama don't know what to do. And DM said it's some code as well. And let me see, I'm at that point of view, you know what I'm saying, for real, appreciate, you know what I'm saying, it more than you know. Y'all gotta understand, man, y'all gotta understand. I've been at this from different point of views. I've worked in different studios. I've been the artist in the studio, in the booth on the other side. You know, and there's something just dope when you get to feed off the energy of, you know, even when you're doing features with artists, if you're actually in the studio, you know, together, being able to feed off the energy while you're like writing the, you know, record, it's just, it's something, you know, dope. Let me see what we got next. Elevated Vibes. I think you might have sent a beat. Let me see.
If you're enjoying the show, remember to give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend right now.
Be sure to send your music and beats over to that dorky review show at gmail.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. Yo. Ooh. What the hell I'm gonna do? You are freaking cool, but I don't know if I wanna hop in the pool cause I'm too hot. And people be like, hey, you know what? Like, I think we're gonna find out what happened to Tupac or Biggie. People like Iffy. If he knows freaking anything, it's Diddy. There's a later time when you wanna like go up to places and wonder how Kid could his car freaking blow up. Freaking, I don't know what the fuck I'ma do, but this beat is so sick it makes me wanna throw up. People are freaking making sequels to movies that we like and we really think that is groovy. I don't really rap like that though. There's a lot of time where I wanna rap fast, slow. People be like, Donkey, can you be an asshole, please? I'm like, no, dog, freaking, I really have no keys. I can't go drive no car. I don't know what the hell is happening with no gas. Can't go that far. I randomly just really rap differently though. People like, man, he's incognito. We just go slow motion. I'm going so fast that nobody has no lotion. And I'm so ashy, and y'all know that when it comes to this freaking shit, I'm so classy. Like, let me freaking write in it. Thing. Let's see. Who do y'all hear on this? Like, for real, this is very different. Likely, a lot of freaking people who will rap to this like beats. Ludacris will hop on this freaking shit maybe right now or like weeks from now. Yo. 4 minutes and 3 seconds of beat, by the way. So he's giving us our money's worth. Giving us our money's worth. A lot of times people laughing at you pointing because you have a funny shirt. People also like, I don't even know how a bunny works. Like, does it even hop? Or it's a lot of time where people don't know what the hell is happening. You on a hot floor freaking so you can hop up. People like this, all of the people who are randomly freaking trying to talk to you. This is way different. Who would you love to hear on that? That's a good question. Let me put,
There is a lot of the time, out of your rabbit, you out of your mind, yeah. Out of your wrong disguise, out of the time, you out of the line, yeah.
you can get some kind of singer potentially. You thinking that it slides? You can hit up Elevated Vibes. He's the one who made the beat. People also like, there's no way that I don't even how to say the beat. Matter of fact, I don't even know how the hell that you play with me. Alright, let me jump back in the thing after this. Well, let's go. So hold up. So far, so good. So far, so good. It's something different. I appreciate that it doesn't really feel like a tight beat, right? Like, we're in that era where like every producer and their mama outside of the bigger producers that we, you know what I'm saying, know and love, you know, it'll always feel like everyone's after that sort of tight beat. I think that those take away the originality from both the artist and the producer, right? Because people can't get to hear you essentially, you know. And when you do something like this, it allows, you know, us to sort of like take our own, you know, lane or whatnot. If I am thinking who would potentially have, again, Ludacris always kind of comes, you know, first to mind when it comes to things that you could rap a little bit faster to. But I'm trying to think of some, because like that melody, the sort of sound, you know, that's there, it takes on something that's just like very familiar. I don't know if it should be Ludacris and Eminem, because we we technically never got that yet. Like after all this time, we still haven't got a Luda and Eminem, you know what I'm saying, record. And if there was something, there's potential, maybe give or take with that. You know, you guys be the overall, you know what I'm saying, judge though yourselves. And then maybe potentially a singer on the chorus. I wouldn't mind that as well. Let me see what we got. Jupiter, you should be up. But yeah, do what you do, man. Send that back to the show with an artist on it so we can know essentially, you know what I'm saying, what you were able to do. All right, this is called Your Type by Jupiter. Maybe somebody from Wu-Tang, Method Man, Ludacris, and
that's one in a million reasons that I want you. I could probably pick a billion. So sexy and confident, so they paint you as the villain. In public you hide it all, but in private I know the real you. Baby, you're the type I want it. You're the type for me. Yeah, that's right. Baby, you're the type for me. And I just wanna love you long time. Baby, that is why I do anything you need. And I just wanna love you long time. Cause I could be the type of lover that you want. I could be the type of lover that you need. You know I love the way you dance on top of me. Yeah. From the first moment I could tell you was a freak. And you only wanna be a freak for me. Yeah, so baby love me long time. And we can love baby all night. Make love till the morning light. Baby, no, I can't lie. When I let you, it just feels right. Baby, you're the type I want. You're the type for me. Yeah, that's right. Baby, you're the type for me. And I just wanna love you long time. Baby, that is why I do anything you need. And I just wanna love you long time.
This one could have been longer itself, you know, 2 minutes and 6 seconds so far with what it is. And of course that extension I think would most likely be, you know, a little bit of rapper, you know, then back into the chorus and, you know, can fade out, you know, essentially from there or whatnot. At least that's just what I'm hearing. And then of course, man, when you get into any R&B record, man, you know what I'm saying, male or female, right, getting the opposite sex on that record, you know, I think will always be good because you get that sort of verse from, you know, both sides. And you know, the participation, I always gotta say it like that for some reason. Participation, that man, F life.
Bro, it's 2 in the morning, fell asleep and I'm yawning. Waking up on the lawn, I'm seeing blue and orange. People follow me to school and copy me until I stop and put my music on. I'm just crawling like a zombie, gnawing on a Nazi, probably in his uniform. Born identity, homie, you've been warned. My brain is soaring like a unicorn.
They're not participating.
Let me see. All right, ATM, we have you up to see what your studio bound record was. Did you have time to get out to do an actual, you know what I'm saying, mix and master before you left, or did it seem like a rush up? We gonna see. We gonna see, man. I'm gonna let you know what I'm hearing.
Fuck them dead ass niggas for a second. Yeah, nigga. 2K, 3K, nigga, all that. PGM 30 boards. Fuck them dead ass niggas who stake up breathing. I call when C-Dale say he slid through the T's, he was jaws. Even when I was outnumbered, I ain't never been a target. I'm the last crash out patrolling, cutting and cross. 3BG to PGM, it's a family, not a faction. Same pole I use opposely, at the pole I use in action. Since 2015, in these streets I've been active. Suckers never see me first, if a show ain't see me lacking. Every time that I hoop, I at least go in the basket. Caught a dummy out of bounds like turnover. What I'm asking, grabbing niggas just for practice. Step aside or get flattened with this fully automatic. What you on, let's get it cracking. To any nigga that really know me, why the fuck would you text me? I'm a titty type of nigga, a button with a dick zest. Why would I sit right here alone?
Baseline,
when I'm trying to get messy, and since I'm thinking about Cuddy, when I see him, I'ma stretch it. Watch the back door. Psych nigga, I'm trying to use the front. I'm not dabbing beeswax, I'm trying to piss him in his blunt. They whole side full of victims, I'ma let them Mac tub. And Weez got he caught 6, I guess he still ain't have enough. Ain't have to screenshot my face. If it's supposed to say less, I'm the last crash out. I'm the last A-Pace. I was broke for so long, my mama shot that pay less and follow followers. Yeah, back then I had way less. I'm already most hated, just wait till I blow up. I just slogged the nigga out, now I'm trying to pull up. You think the hoe lost her phone? It's like the bitch chose up. She was there for too long, so I'm like, bitch, hold up. You know what time it is with me? When I got my palm out, call me ATM, bitch. I can't put my drawers down, I'm trying to pull some bands out. So you better do the same, but you can't be my bottom bitch. Already got an ace of spades. Speaking on bond sleeves again, quickest way to end up staying. One thing about the mob, all my niggas got raped. Bout to ass on Lil Dave, for the littles he get spanked. I'm trying to sit imagine that to throw a nigga in the lake. Yeah, psych nigga, we bury niggas underground. Broke niggas get cremated and kettle life hit on the ground. Keep playing with my name like I ain't cutting niggas down. Yellow tape the old way, entire case we was found. T's, yeah nigga. PGM 30 boys, Lil Z and T. 2K, 3K, nigga, all day. Yeah, nigga.
There's a lot of freaking things.
All right. First off, I appreciate that, you were able to go through and, actually go to a studio, get something freaking done or whatnot, right? Because, vocals feel, clean. You know what I'm saying, Chris, you at least freaking have that there. My main criticism with this is mostly like the, beat or whatnot, right? And in most cases, right, if the engineer was basically working with just a 2-track, right, meaning, you provided them with the beat and it is what it is type situation, there's only so much that he would, be able to do outside of, actually bringing him the stems to the production so that he can mix the beat as well within that, what I'm saying? Just that some of that low end just, was coming in a little bit freaking strong. I'm always wary of certain things maybe bursting, someone's speakers, within their vehicles or whatever they may be listening on. So you do got to watch out, for that. I appreciate your energy, on the record. It itself is 2 minutes and 25, seconds. So, what do you guys think in terms of the time? Do you think he should make that longer? One more verse, another artist, feature, something like that. I think it doesn't hurt adding, a feature, because there's always going to be a different voice signature or energy coming from the other artists on there. And it gives people something else to sort of experience or whatnot, right? I like using roller coasters as an analogy on records a lot when it comes to different things like, repetition and or just, getting something more that you wouldn't expect from a track or whatnot, right? When you're on a roller coaster, right, if it has those variations, right, it has the loop, it has just a random part where it goes, underground for a second or something like that, goes, underneath some water, like whatever, those extra parts, are the equivalent of getting that sort of like feature on the record or having variations on your record. If you are repetitive, right, we talk about that, I'm saying, a little bit earlier. If you're repetitive, if you're boring, if you don't have energy, if you don't feel like you belong on the record, that's the equivalent of a roller coaster just going straight, right? And how many of you guys would stand in a 3-hour line at Six Flags, Disneyland, or something like that for a line for a roller coaster that all it does is go straight. It barely goes fast. You know what I'm saying? It just goes straight. And then even if, you know, there's the slight variation, the up and down, you know what I'm saying, just a little bit of whatnot, that's something. But, you know, if that happens for about 4 minutes, you're gonna, you know, kind of complain freaking too. So you need the twists, the turns, the like, let me go upside down, let me have my legs dangling in the air, you know, like the different things get people more interested in, you know, taking the plunge on those rides. And music is the same. You know what I mean? They'll take that ride with you as long as you are willing to do the work. Michael Jackson with Thriller, right? He's able to make, you know, a 6 to 8 minute, you know, record and video because there are variations both in that record and the video. Like, he gives you an actual movie within it. 2 movies. You know what I'm saying? He's sitting in a movie theater watching a movie that he's in with the chick who's, you know what I'm saying? And then while they leave, it turns into a whole nother, you know what I'm saying, movie that turns into a song, and you get, you know, you get real zombies, you know, within there. I'm talking about those like Dawn of the Dead, you know, level zombies, you know, what you get in like Walking Dead, you know, today. They put their money and effort into, you know, that, right? Now, not that everybody has to do that same thing, because that is a little bit much. But I will say, man, what's the equivalent of that seeking today, man? Like, who makes the craziest, who do y'all feel like makes the craziest, you know, videos, or at least up there? We're talking the top 10. And one person that does come to mind as of late, when I've just been going through some of his videos, Token, as much as some of y'all don't like to give him freaking, you know, credit as like a dope rap, he has some of the wildest freaking videos that I'm always like, bruh, like, how did you even think of that? You know what I'm saying? And I'm always like, is it him? Is it the videographers that he works with? Whatever the case, it's all creative. And what I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying, give to have my videos be just that outlandish, because I make, you know, music that is just a little bit that. Let me see. What's up? What else do I gotta say?
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah. So not bad. Let me go ahead and jump back in the line. Thank you for the likes. Appreciate you. What up, Candy? Candy. And then thank you for is it 2 crowns or a castle or something like that? You know what I'm saying? Empty but entertaining. You know what I'm saying? What is the give me the story behind that name. Empty but entertaining. Let me see. All right, Young Slit, you should be next up. Young Slit, all the freaking people don't know what the heck they're gonna do or come with. Come on. I gotta drag and drop it, but it's not letting me do that. Alright, let's go ahead. He said, I feel like I'm emptier than the void before me. Okay.
And I'm empty but entertaining.
She ain't fun free. You gotta buy to get you some. Wearing Gucci belts just to see the ass buzz out the jeans. Yeah, little bitch. Shawty can't take everything. Yo, go far with the ass. Baby, grab that Birkin bag. Don't worry about the tag. Anything you want and more. Just as long as you stay with me, love. Just stay with me, love.
Goddamn, look at this money that's coming in. Shades on me, only see dividends. Talking about Louis Vuitton
I'm in love with the money so much I'ma marry it. Smith and Wesson will I be carrying. Body bag him up, then I go bury him. Shot him out the park, feel like I'm Barry Bond. NT out the clip, it sound like a marathon.
When I needed you, where were you when I needed you? Were never ever there.
You live inside of my mind. You keep on feeding me lies. You put me in my demise.
Like that harmonization there.
Shawty can't take everything. You'll go far with the ass. Baby, grab that Birkin bag. Don't worry about the tag. Anything you want and more. Just as long as you stay with me, love. Just stay with me, love.
Goddamn, look at this money that's coming in. Shades on me, only see dividends. Talking about Louis Vuitton, I'm in love with the money so much I'ma marry it. Smith and Wesson will I be carrying. Body bag him up, then I go bury him. Shot him out the park, feel like I'm Barry Bond. NT out the clip, it sound like a marathon.
She ain't for free. You gotta buy to get you some. Wearing Gucci belts just to see the ass buzz out the jeans.
That's it.
Daisy,
Decent vibes. Decent vibes, you know what I'm saying, throughout there. I think we hear some of the influence or you know, genres that you would be a part of. I appreciate that. Anytime I hear a melodic artist, you know, especially if they have auto-tune. The ones I tend to appreciate a little bit more are those that can go into the higher, you know, octaves and stuff, because it means that you have to use, you know, more energy. You have to at least kind of try to, you know, sing and get in there, you know what I'm saying, as real as possible, right? If you're more monotone, you know, you're playing it safe, you're, you know, sometimes, you know, boring if you're not really able to have that variation that, you know, we talk about, right? I like the effects that you did add to your vocals, you know, throughout this track. You know, there was definitely some potential in there. And the echoes, like all that good stuff, man. So good job. 2 minutes and 27 seconds of time. How do you guys feel about that? We got a fire emoji in there. Oh, and the harmonization, right? That came out of nowhere. And I don't know if that was more of an effect or, you know, when an artist does the actual work, right? When you get in there and then you have to like do each vocal and tone. You know, both are just as impressive as long as we can, you know, hear what it is. Now, if you couple this with potentially a decent live performance, there could be, you know, something to it. But I always try to think, like, how do you do a record like that live, right? Where, you know, there are, you know, a lot of, you know, sort of effects. How do you recreate that without bringing the record, right? Which we hate, okay? Artists know that. I don't like to hear vocals from the artist who's performing their song on this song. Unless I'm watching a whole nother person do karaoke of that other song. It always feels like we don't need to hear all that. Like, we come to a live performance to see you guys actually perform your song, right? And in more occasions, right? Like, we've watched artists, and some of the bigger ones that you guys love and respect, go on radio stations, and, you know, sometimes they'll ask them to freestyle, you know, certain things. Other times they'll have them perform the song that, you know, everybody knows, you know, right there. And when they do that, they'll often just have, like, you know, the instrumental, right? And so that artist literally has to go from the top, beginning to end, like, just being able to perform their song. When we can see that, it's the most, you know, it's one of the dopest things, because again, you're looking at a professional. You're being reminded of you know, this is why I bought that person's album, because they take it that serious. So when we can see that, as opposed to like, you know, your vocals everywhere, you know, again, we'll show you that love right back, because we know how hard it's gonna be to then, okay, so then I have to recreate the effects vocally, you know, when I'm just over there singing in the mic or whatnot, right? You have to actually still make it sound like that, and then the echoes obviously can't be on every single line, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, it has to sort of be manually added, you know, at the right time. So you have to have kind of an engineer there. Like, it's a whole freaking thing. Big salute, y'all. Hold on, let me press this. And these.
Bro, it's 2 in the morning, fell asleep and I'm yawning, waking up on the lawn, I'm seeing blue and orange. People follow me to school and copy me until I stopped and put my music on. I'm just crawling like a zombie, gnawing on a Nazi, probably in his uniform. Born identity, homie, you've been warned. My brain is soaring like a unicorn.
Ladies and gentlemen, boy, yes, your mama doesn't wanna blah 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 blah. Yes, she does. I don't know what you talking about, man. What's freaking good, H5, you know what I'm saying? What's popping? Send your record to me email and get it in there, man. Alright, we got QIAs with Spank It.
Make it wobble, wobble, shake it, shake it, drop it, spank it, spank, make it wobble, make it come up out his wallet, If you bout it, make him tip it while you bounce, make it wobble, wobble, shake it, drop it, spank it, make it wobble, make him come up out his wallet, If you bout it, make him tip it while you bounce. Do it how you do it on your side, nigga dick. Thick bitches link up, now you silent and shit. Your girl drunk, tryna grind it on key. I ain't even buy, but ooh, she like me. I'm going up in this function. Somebody put that Henny in my cup, yeah. So I could fuck it up, yeah. But you can't hit the blunt if you a bum, bitch. Twerk that down to the ground. Tapped on my nigga like, look what I found. Ooh, she curvy and her booty so round. Shit, she acting like she really down. But I'ma throw this money, then I'm really out. Cause I can make it wobble at your nigga house. Take that nigga out, I'm dripping out his mouth. Bounce her like she came straight from the south. She don't want no clout, she just wanna bag it up now. I just wanna smack it like pow. Everybody looking like how she a stallion. Get that hoe a fat ass medallion. Proud bitch. Wobble, wobble, shake it, drop it, spank it, make it wobble, make him come up out his wallet, If you bout it, make him tip it while you bounce, make it wobble, shake it, drop it, spank it, make it wobble, make him come up out his wallet, If you bout it, make him tip it while you bouncing, Off 2 pills, smoke that kill. I cannot believe it's real. Smacked on the ass and then I got chills. Brought it to the table and let them niggas feel. Oh my God, she got bitches hot. She the only one now, shaped like a model. All she really do is check her account. Probably with the founder, don't stay around here. I fuck with the bitches that be stacking till they fall. On the pole in the city with the mob. And shout out to the real ones that can keep a job. Fuck how you getting money talk. Broke hoes got so many problems. I ain't here to solve them. Please go back to where you called from. Whoa, so back to popping bottles. I spend more than your nigga be. My niggas deep, that's HB. And they with the SHIT. There would never be a big shot like me. Make a pit stop, re-up, high key. And hit the strip club, pay all the fees. Shake it, drop it, spank it, make it wobble, make him come up out his wallet,
Would've been dope with the beat change right there.
Bounce, make it wobble, shake it, drop it, spank, make it wobble, make him come up out his wallet, If you bout it, make him tip it while you bouncing,
All of you can change and you freaking change. There's a lot of time where I'm standing in the freaking rain. I don't even think that it's time that you freaking A has a freaking brain. There's a lot of times I don't even know. All right, good job. Kind of different. Slightly a little bit of a club, you know, kind of freaking party track, you know what I'm saying? I'm freaking too crazy. 2 minutes and 44 seconds. You know, love to sort of see what you guys are essentially gonna do, you know what I'm saying, with different songs. That beat is just, you know, hella different, right? And I'm curious to see, like, you know, what other female artists would potentially do a, you know, remix or vice versa. Speaking of which, you know, same old, man. If you were to do a remix with, you know, other artists, essentially, hopping on that, you know what I'm saying? Your pick, that would also be kind of dope. So whatever you can do to make that happen in the future, you know what I'm saying? Give your thoughts on that. 1 to 10. Any feedback is welcome. We're gonna go ahead and jump back into the line up.
Just some run the world type shit.
We read everything on the 1 to 10 scale. This one is Davon King with Locked In.
Too many niggas rapping without a purpose. What you gonna do when the lies surface? What you gonna do when them goons purging? And you ain't got them gas, you rapping your verses. Oh, I guess it's just cap, now you acting nervous. Man, these niggas hoes, get them some purses. Hope you can swim when the bridge burning. How to love real when the likes purchase. Love, give a fuck about your monthly listens. I drop every day, boy, I'm so consistent. Google AdSense deposits, them feature dollars. When you sit with a king, fix your posture. Whoa. Locked in, yeah. This ain't me, this God plan, huh? I've been him since 010, look. No cosign, I hopped in, look. Locked in, huh? This ain't me, this God plan, huh? I've been him since 010. No cosign, I hopped in, look. Locked in, look. Locked in, yeah. It's like the whip took a bad for that trolling on the net, but you niggas won't crash. If I drop a bag, young boy on you, he'll lay on your pad in a bush with a mask. Catch you in the morning while you taking out the trash. I be in a jag, something stupid on the dash. I ain't no trick, shorty, think before you ask. For real. Tell me when to go. Tell me what it is, baby. Tell me what you know. I've been in the field and my Timbs wear snow. New York Times, either make it or you don't. He been sending threats, but we know that he won't. Take it all off, baby. Mama raise a hoe when this Glock ain't for show. If a nigga run up, he get nailed to the floor. Look, I've been feeling like, I've been feeling like you need to take your own advice. I've been feeling like, I ain't feeling y'all niggas. If this is 2012, I'll probably drill y'all niggas. Since I found God, I'd rather heal y'all niggas. Stole my whole style, I should bill y'all niggas, man. Listen, invoice coming, look. Whoa, locked in, yeah. This ain't me, this God plan, huh? I've been him since 010, look. No cosign, I hopped in, look. Locked in, huh? This ain't me, this God plan, huh? Yeah. I've been him since 010. No cosign, I hopped in, look.
Man. I like that right there, you know what I'm saying? You had a very clean mix on, you know, the vocals, you know what I'm saying? We can sort of tell it's, you know, a little bit more, you know, pro. So that's a good example of, you know, what we're looking for when it comes to, you know, just the overall freaking sound. And it does make you guys feel more like, you know, more like a pro artist or something like that. Somebody out there, that, you know, could be on the radio essentially. Catchy chorus, we appreciate that you actually have that on the record. There are some artists who, for whatever reason, right, we'll talk about it from time to time when we hear it, but some artists just like straight up rap to the record. They'll just, you know, go all the way through, won't really you know, have a chorus. And I'm always like, man, a chorus is almost the most important part of your record, just like for marketing purposes, right? If you want people to remember the name of a song, it's like you gotta have a way to, you know, say it, have it, you know, repeated throughout the track, you know, periodically. A chorus is basically that. It helps break up the verses, and sort of really allows you to, you know, see what kind of song you have. I'm starting to believe that certain artists might not know how to count, you know, bars or whatnot, right? Because certain artists, you'll just literally go from, you know, the beginning of the beat or when the drums start all the way to, you know, when they stop or when the beat, you know, pretty much ends, you know, and won't really sort of go like, oh, you know what, I could put the chorus right here, you know. I feel like there's always a little bit something All right, let me see what we got next up. Let's go ahead and plop in. We got components from Ahmad. You sent a cipher. Let's see what's your produced by
Before
Mathematics.
You get a chance to fight with me, you must
That's
observe
submitted. That's what's up.
and beat these two swordsmen first.
Appreciate you. Appreciate y'all patience. We are live on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok right now. Happy Friday to everybody if you can tap in.
Prepare the mind, prepare the body for the moment. Still flowing, we own it. Defeat the opponents. Zoning, boom bap components exploding in your trap house. Prepare the mind, prepare the body for the moment. Still flowing, we own it. Defeat the opponents. Zoning, boom bap components exploding in your trap house. It's a bonus when we lyrically clap out. No condolence for the rodents. Striking them with animal techniques, the White Lotus. Tiger style, a spiritual lyrical fight notice. Facing the bite of the real poets. This one's for the real troops who feel cooped by the steel tubes, imprisoned and quarantined. They feel the need for a real coup. I reveal truth. Lyrically, I peel fools. Wigs back, they squeal like pigs black. Hey, Beretta, tell them they real whack. Yeah, we strapped for them whacks. Kid, you better check my rap. Fake MCs might catch a hold in your neck.
You know, I guess that you would be the only one who would dare to come here. You've got courage.
Prepare the mind, prepare the body for the moment. Still flowing, we own it. Defeat the opponents. Zoning, boom bap components exploding in your trap house.
You know, I guess that you would be the only one who would dare to come here.
Let's see who's the best.
You've got courage.
What you know about the cure, about the war, after duty, big missile booty, secret battleship, fuck y'all, screw me, just be from the heart, sincerely yours truly, B9, behind your blind, behind your door, want war, don't think so, you know my MO, Beretta 9, Black Rambo, big gun, extra ammo. What you talk about, Willis? The livest plus illest, realest badass nigga. Fuck around and make you feel this. I'm not rapping or rhyming, and my name ain't Simon, but my Smith & Wesson say, take a step back and lay. Rush to show the realness, like feel this. Pass B9 the joint, or you don't kill this. Literally, killer on dynasty. We train first infantry. Blast if you mention me. Japan.
Prepare the mind, prepare the body for the moment. Still flowing, we own it. Defeat the opponents. Zoning, boom bap components exploding in your trap house.
You've got courage.
Prepare the mind, prepare the body for the moment. Still flowing, we own it. Defeat the opponents. Zoning, boom bap components exploding in your trap house.
Limit your speed, limitation. Break through your entire reputation. I don't really care if you run this puzzle. I will cut through your calf muscle. Different open logic, simple sonnet. My words cololic, holding on to vertigalic. Yeah, and you wonder why you half spooned. I give Mary Poppins a new stab wound. Doom, first person perspect. Breaking half of your set before protecting your neck. You ain't even ready for a different mosh pit. I make your girl get nasty on a dirty carpet. Ugh. Verses unrushing. Throw your fingers up high as a Vulcan. My words knock you back to your gravestone. With a bash, blash, bash, Al Capone. Different spin of the wagon wheel. Alley Field, skinny, Ally McBeal. You ain't even gotta talk half your specs. You do crystal meth and you're on the bed of death.
Prepare the mind.
You're not
prepare
wrong.
The body for the moment. Still flowing.
100% Wu-Tang influence.
Zoning, boom bap components exploding in your trap house. Prepare the mind. Prepare the body for the moment. Still flowing.
What up,
we own
Gutter?
it. Defeat the opponents. Zoning, boom bap components exploding in your trap
Appreciate
house.
that gift, by the
And
way.
I've been getting higher than the sun, where it sits when it's noon, from the middle state or middle earth, an eclipse of the moon. If you take a chance, then bet it on, dude. Flows like the Serengeti weather in the wettest monsoon. If your Uzi weighs a ton, I'ma give it some room. And Verta's gone like Sunday morning cartoons, tighter than balloons. Mine's black as lagoon creatures. Look deeper and you'll see I can gaze through the ether. Whoa, trudging through the snow, punching through a stone. Head made of soot, hardwood and bone. Y'all keep on capping like what's on your dome. Traps like Home Alone, y'all a bunch of clones. I got a megaphone's tone. To all the flat earthers, that trash is Asperger's. Your ass got Asperger's. I'm bad as mass mergers are. Nice. Plot turner, weed burner, school of hard knock degree earner. Can I proceed further?
Prepare the mind, prepare the body for the moment. Still flowing, we own it. Defeat the opponents. Zoning, boom bap components exploding in your trap house. Prepare the mind, prepare the body for the moment. Still flowing, we own it. Defeat the opponents. Zoning, boom bap components exploding in your trap house.
1, 2, 3, 4, F5, 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 F1, F1, F3, F4, F5, F5, F4, F5. You already know what the hell I'ma do, but you know what a poet freaking won't go freaking somewhere. They can't even throw shit. You know what? I don't even really know what I'ma post this. I know what ghost is, and I'ma freaking tell y'all. Peace out.
Prepare the mind. We didn't even call that a cipher, really, but when you have, you know, that many artists, like I think it's basically considered, you know what I'm saying, a cipher, right? Like more than you know that 4, you know what I'm saying, or 5. You know, it starts getting into there. And I like how everybody kind of attacked it, you know, completely different or whatnot, right? You have your own strengths and weaknesses, you know what I'm saying, throughout. I do feel like you did a save the best, you know, for last, you know, because he had a very interesting style that does make you want to hear, you know, a lot more, you know, from him. But everybody killed it in their own way. It may feel a little bit long for some over time. You know, it really depends on how much, you know what I'm saying, you feeling that. And if we were seeing potentially like a video or even a change in the, you know, production pertaining to each artist or something like that, right? Like that would, you know, help people, you know, kind of, you know, feel that within there. So what up, Inspector Fresh and stuff like that? Interesting. Inspector Fresh. That's fresh. You know what I'm saying? What's up, man? And he said, just submitted, sir. You know what I'm saying? Great platform, man. I appreciate you. And then LS Duddy was like, yeah, is this Wu-Tang influence or am I tripping? Listen, you have no idea how spot on, you know, you are. And then you said, reminds me of like an ASAP, you know what I'm saying, rock type. And I 100% agree as well, man. Like, big salute to the fact that anybody knows ASAP Rock. You know, Wu-Tang is forever, so I feel like, you know, it's hard. It's really hard to forget, you know what I'm saying, them. They have a perfect, you know, brand and logo and stuff like that. So that will live on. But when you know someone like an ASAP, you know, Rock, it just shows your culture, you know, of hip hop and stuff. And I think like we appreciate that in the same way where, you know, some people see a gamer who has collected every single game and system, has never sold it back and whatnot, has basically collected, right? Has a whole room of it. The people who are freaking gamers, that guy is king. You know what I'm saying? Hail the guy who freaking, you know what I'm saying? We look at in the same way, you know, the cultured hip hop, you know, a fan who like, you know, will go out there, potentially buy, you know, vinyls, you know what I'm saying? And you know, knows the history, the underground mainstream, you know what I'm saying? All of it is a part of that, you know what I'm saying, culture, whatnot. So we take it in the same, right? The more that you know, the more you know. Where's that? Where's my I know I had one over here, man. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Cause damn, did I really, where did I put it, like all the way? Hold up, go over here. Aha! Where's that? What is that? Why is that over there? Hold on, let me move this down. I suppose, is that? Yep, it is. All right, move that down. There we go. All right, do it again. And you said, is that good or bad? You know what I'm saying? And what are my favorites of that? No, it's not freaking bad, man. It's good. It's good when you know more of anything, because you have a little bit more, say. For like, if you're just a standard, getting into conversations of certain video games or even TV shows with someone who like hasn't watched it, right? If they have no idea why something is good, the different multi layers of why something is dope, or can basically pull from the similarities of, many different, artists. I think it matters. The Inspector, like keep it moving, super spot on. Inspector Deck ain't get his solo run, so we gon' key. Then I saw a post recently that I don't know if he ended up putting out that album that he was supposed to, the one that where the studio got flooded. I don't know if that was cap or not, but hopefully, and like where there's been years, like where's haven't we gotten, the Keys had to release at least one, man, you know what I'm saying? Inspector Andre 3000 too, man. We didn't wait years to see you drop a flute album. We got Day Day with They Love Me right now.
Boom, put a box on the back of the milli, can't run from the hoe, get it bit too fast. If you wanna come play Lil Silly, can't open the door, I might hit through the glass. And I hope you forgive me, Lil Willie, start lying on the net, boy, your ass hit the dash. Never captain my music, no kids, and ain't one damn said I lied. Bad. Brr, that's the last thing you hear when you see me. Man, shot at the train, no EBGK, we gon' turn this shit off like a TV. Yeah, we spent on they block 3 days in a row, and nobody was out like a repeat. Tryna spin on they block all over again till we tear their ass out like a CD. These niggas be capping that facts. We gone, he ain't coming back. Shout out, bro, he slamming like shit, gotta keep him a mask, he gon' put on the ass. Like a whoop, but on low, I been left the pad, tryna go get a bag, go run up a sack. Don't spin on the block, cause nigga don't let, got a Glock on my side. If you play, boy, you thrash. Put a box on the back of the Gen 5. What happened to bro? He did slide. All that talk on the net, but them niggas went ghosts, I been dropping the H, they ain't outside. Keep my name in him out here fat. Fully blade on the back, that's a lag. Boy, I stay with a member, he eager to shoot. When you reach, he gon' empty the mag. For the cloud niggas always capping. I'm a troll, I'm always laughing. When I call old dude with Lil Willie walking to the day, but I know he ain't lacking. You say he is, you capping. Cause that night was so damn tragic. Them niggas was ducking and running, I ain't seen no shot, they ain't even get active. Fully blade on the Gen 5, no on. Get tired, bitch, I'ma shoot till I can't. Them niggas went outside, we spinning with 4-9, tryna leave a nigga stank. We gon' hawk like K9, screaming out 2 times, tryna slam him in the paint. These niggas won't get mine, no hair, no time. When I hop, I get some rank.
How do you feel about it? How do you feel about it? 2 minutes, 3 seconds. Almost like the baby influence, you know what I'm saying, in my opinion. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, right? It depends on your guys' way of freaking looking at it, right? People do want original artists, right? And then there are artists who, when you're coming up, you either get influenced by other artists that you hear, right? Which sort of like always makes you go into like wanting to make the type records and stuff like that. We're in different generations though, right? In the 90s, even if you were influenced by somebody, so like let's say you're influenced by Busta Rhymes, you don't go in and then try to have Busta Rhymes' whole style rap to the same beats at all. You just like, okay, what can I do that's original, that's completely me? And if I'm gonna take anything of influence, it's like 20%, 30%. It's never like that 80 you know, 20, that 90%, you know, that we'll see. And so when you make type records, you do run the risk of like always having people say, oh, he sound like so and so, and you know, you'll sort of always be kind of piggybacking off of that style until you have your own. What I do appreciate is that you have a good energy. I can tell you know, felt that freaking beat. There's definitely more that you could have done to elevate, you know what I'm saying, this record even more. I always want to remind you guys, if you guys do punch in periodically throughout, you know, a record, it's less impressive than if you know, really go through and try to rap as much of your song as possible before having to punch in, right? Like we really want to see you guys go, you know, from the beginning to the end of the verse if possible. And then if there is a punch in, it's often better to get one of your homies or somebody to like actually be that other, you know, voice that comes in. That way there's an excuse to have those situations, right? In most cases, people will feel like when they're hearing punch-ins, it's not just because an artist has ran out of breath, it's because that's how they're putting together the song. Maybe they think about a few lines and then they stop, and then they think about the next few lines and then they punch in from there, and then they, you know what I mean? We want to hear the full performance version. Like, so after you record the full song, if you're punching in, sit with it for weeks. We say that all the time, sit with it for a few weeks, and then come back to that record, right, with however you would perform it live. That's what we want on the actual record. That way we can say, oh, he slid that shit, yada yada yada. And again, it was, did we say 2 minutes and 3 seconds?
Repeat. Trying to spin on a block all over.
Yeah. 2 minutes and 3 seconds. You know, you have an energy that I feel like people wouldn't mind hearing more of it, but it is up to you to do that actual artist work, man. Let me see what we got next. What is this? Left hooks. Hold on, left hooks with Wild Wild West. We're gonna throw you in. Radio Wastelands, what up, man? What up, man? Long time no see. Do you still do those animated videos?
Everybody knows all about your man.
I got 'em mad every time I flex. Pull up like the Wild Wild West. Stay alive, I'ma try my best. I bet you can't guess who gon' pop off next. Got 'em mad every time I flex. Stay alive, I'ma try my best. Can't guess who gon' pop off next. Then we ride out like the Wild Wild West. My flow is so vicious. You know I ain't missing. I don't want no friendship. I'm running a business. My numbers unlisted. I got 'em addicted. You know we been sipping. Ain't nobody tripping. I'm steadily flipping the work that I'm getting. I got me some hitters. The grind is relentless. Check my whole catalog. There's a hit list. Got a whole ice box where my wrist is. Don't know you keeping my distance. I got that thing on me. I don't wanna risk it. New whip, but I see that the glass gone. Deep bass, you can hear when my track on. Just right, still hype from the last song. Pop off right out with the mask on. I got 'em mad every time I flex. Pull up like the Wild Wild West. Stay alive, I'ma try my best. I bet you can't guess who gon' pop off next. Got 'em mad every time I flex. Stay alive, I'ma try my best. Can't guess who gon' pop off next. Then we ride out like the Wild Wild West. Fake goons, they love to start shit. No love, so you know I'm heartless.
That's right.
Night vision, that's for the darkness. Run up in your apartment. No cash, got tired of stressing. Like tough, so I grab me a weapon. Rob you when it leaves an impression. Get your hands up like you're answering questions. Shots fired and they hitting that deck. Got a bad bitch giving me neck. Heart check, now you're coming correct. I'm getting that money, I'm getting respect. Big up, but it's still on the low now. Might take your hoe to the hoe now. QB scratch that, got a whole pound. Ride in and we fuck up the whole town. No rules, but you know what the game is. Always gotta keep cash for the payment. Act dumb and you get left brainless. Seen him on a shirt, don't know what his name is. Take shots, but the shit gon' bounce off. All the haters gon' break from my downfall. Creep slow, had ride and ride with the sound off. Mask up, ride out like an outlaw. I got 'em mad every time I flex. Pull up like the Wild Wild West. Stay alive,
He said
I'ma try my
delivery
best.
killing
I bet
me.
you can't guess who gon' pop
In
off
what
next.
way?
Got 'em mad every time I flex.
In what way?
Stay alive, I'ma try my best.
In what way?
Can't guess who gon' pop off next.
In what way?
Ride out like the Wild Wild West. My flow is so vicious. You know I ain't missing. I don't want no friendship. I'm running the business.
I put you in the video to that. Which again, if you go to the Wild Wild West and essentially do a music video, would be interesting. You know what I'm saying? Or man, okay, what if wherever you'd consider your you know, hood, your neighborhood essentially to be or whatnot, right? Turning that into a Wild Wild West, you know, visually somehow, you know, would be a major freaking feat or whatnot. But it'd be interesting to see, like, essentially what you would do, you know, related to that and the overall video. Performance, you know what I'm saying, was on point. Like the overall energy was a little bit of a vibe, something freaking chill. You also switched it up throughout the record or whatnot, so I appreciate the variation there. Again, if you're repetitive and we kind of know exactly where you are gonna go, you know, that does kind of get boring. Like, we know exactly where you're gonna go, right? So variation will, you know what I'm saying, help though. You know what I'm saying? Alex was like, delivery is killing me, Larry. All right, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Food for thought, Fez Taylor. They she.
Pull up a seat, nigga. Grab a plate or something. Nah, that's all you, nigga. That's all you.
What up, Will?
Nigga, we gonna eat together. My shit, your shit, nigga. You know that. Came up on the banging shit. I was in the field. 2-4 chain hanging, fuck you and your deal, yeah. Fresh up out the trap, count $1 million bill, shit. OG, show me how $1 million feels, yeah. This ain't even rap, this $1 million spill. I'm just trying to give you food for thought, Benny Hanna Mills, yeah. Guns up in the crib, wasn't thinking how mama feel, yeah. Family all stressed when they put you in Pottersville, yeah. Anytime I grip it, just know that I shoot the kill. If I miss him, then I miss him, we ran him right out the hill, yeah. New foreign cars, push the phantom right out the hill, yeah. New foreign bras, only dated so I could kill, yeah. I'm just glad we made it, was praying behind the wheel. More bottles of Henny was faded behind the wheel. Wi-Fi DZ cracking his heel. Yo, Rick and nigga was cracking, we try and get you a pill. Dump it, you cowards. I just want the money and power. Like, fuck your budget, we get that money in hours. Independent now, all the money is ours. Money was looking low, now money look like a tower. 2-4 ready to go to war with them. 2-4 ready to go to war with them. Bulls 96, how I ball with them. You see how my niggas all living. I just hope my niggas eat, give them food for thought. Know we gon' ball like you do the court. Pull up at the mall in the newest Porsche. But I can't buy back all the shit we lost. But I can't buy back all the shit we lost. But I can't buy back all the shit we lost. But I can't buy back all the shit we lost. But I can't buy back all the shit we lost. Lost a lot of niggas. Shouts to my niggas is here though. We gon' keep living for all my niggas we lost. I mean, sample. Memory of my niggas. Yeah.
Uh, 2 minutes and 21 seconds. Not too freaking bad or whatnot. I usually want you guys to be somewhere around that, you know, 3 minutes, you know, and there are always ways, right? But I didn't mind. So like what you did right there, straight rapping, talking about real freaking shit. I like the sample, right? The melodies that are within that does feel like it's, of course, you know, muffled, you know, with the sort of like filter that's in there. but I feel like you know, there's some potential there. You know, would it be even better with like a female art? I don't know, man, you know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't mind it, man, as always. Let me see what we got next. Now we own by Meezy. We got let me go ahead and throw this on, or FF Meezy. How do you?
Get in my thoughts and hit that road. Let that V can't read the tag. Taking losses back to back. We lost that green down on the road. Trying to stay on track, but I gotta keep my head up that show. I can't never lie. I'm leaning off these drugs, but I'm gonna blow on that block for real. I got my weight up selling gold, not in the fashion. Wake up on a bad day and I got it on. I'm really happy. Gotta do a bar with my skill, we quit alone. Let's cut the status. Niggas thought this shit was flop, but now we don't. Really knew when I was fucked up, but now that money long. Always knew that time was sitting, now they can't sell the time I'm on. I'm all in, stand on whoever. I know my daughter waiting at home. You gotta know this shit get better. Niggas stay down for so long, and she know I hit a coach, man. It's been blowing on my phone. Thought I left you on my past, didn't feel I did you wrong. Nigga, I'm right back on their ass. Took a break, I'm standing strong. Nigga, I'm right back on their ass. Let's do it. Get in my thoughts and hit that road. Black out, you can't read the tag. Taking losses back to back. We lost that green down on the road. I'm trying to stay on track, but I gotta keep my head up. That's for sure. I can't never lie. I'm leaning off these drugs, but I'm gonna go on that block for real. I got my weight up, selling bold, you know they on the bad day, and I got it on. Man, gotta do it by with my skill, we get along. Let's cut the stack. Niggas thought this shit would flop, but now we on. That's on my game. Hit that road, let that V can't read the tag. Take it long, let me get alone, let's put the status. Niggas thought this shit.
Yeah, I appreciate that we can hear what you're saying, even though you're using very, you know, little energy. Again, we always talk about that, man, when there is an artist who has just a very chill sort of aura, like they're on 18 indicas and 20 gallons of NyQuil, you know what I'm saying? And essentially just laying down or going through, you know, a little bit of a stoner, you know what I'm saying, trip, couch locked, right? It's important that we are able to hear everything that you are, you know what I'm saying. We still wouldn't expect you to perform the record like that if you were doing it, you know, in public. We still would, you know, want a little bit more energy and stuff. The sample is familiar, right? We've heard that from Kanye's Flashy Lights, and I like when you guys do at least sample something and go in a different direction with the, you know, with the production. Again, instead of rapping basically to the instrumental, right? And then, you know, we're just hearing you do a mixtape record, what I usually call it. When you do it like this, it sort of, you know, pays homage to the original song in some way, mostly in beat, right? But that's another thing, right? That the thing that does kind of get on my nerves sometimes is when you guys will, you know, the song that you're rapping on, it'll have a sample that will be known, right, to, you know, many, and you may just kind of rap and say whatever on the record, right? It may be an Aaliyah sample. It could be, you know, I like using the example of like if it was sampling Rick and Morty or The Walking Dead or something like that, right? If the artist doesn't acknowledge like what the thing is, it's almost a, you know, a missed opportunity. I always feel like there's more that you can sort of like give the fan bases of, you know, anything that you You know, I think people will always appreciate you sort of like knowing your shit for whatever the thing is. Not bad, not bad. What'd you say? You said, yeah, but don't mean it's supposed to sound boring and stuff like that. I agree. You said I'll fall asleep to that. And you said I diss Trino. I rap better than him and shit like that. Let me see everything. What'd you say? Let me see. Everything sound or every. I don't know what you were trying to say right there, but I kind of do. There's something to turn up to. And then there's chilled, you know what I'm saying? Back rap, freaking hip hop and all that. Let me see. And then very mediocre with the trash can freaking there. Sounds boring also from Ryan. But that's something that you guys do have to freaking know. Whatnot. You can change what people do feel about you simply by, you know, making sure that your energy is a little bit more amped. It really just depends on the performance that you personally are giving, right? You know for a fact, right? If a beat has more of an upbeat tempo, right? And if you are giving a little bit more energy, people listening to your song will stand up and, you know, kind of get hyped while they're listening to it. If it's a little bit slower, or if you have very little energy, they feel less inclined to like move around and stuff like that, right? The beat is the only thing that can sort of, you know, get them in that other, you know, lane. But it's that combination of both, if you have that sort of right thing. And, you know, it really is gonna also boil down to the listener. If they want to turn up and you have a you know, something more chill, again, they're most likely not gonna want that yet. But after turning up, when they're ready to calm down and freaking chill, that's when they'd appreciate something a little bit more, you know, like the energy that you're using. But it always depends on, like I said, what you're doing. And there's also remixes, right? Another producer could go in, make something a little bit more hype, just production wise, that still works with your vocals. Hopefully that wouldn't you know, take away from the original, you know, record and stuff like that. But you know what it is, man. All right, let's go ahead and get back in. We got Dirty B with Shit Stains. Band the freaking line up.
Be sure to send your music and beats over to that dorky review show at gmail.com.
Yo, Dork Squad, this is Rick Sanchez telling you to donate 10 flurbles to Cash App $ pay a dork to get your song played fast as shit.
The gift of gab, I got that rapping gift. I stay humble but confident I can kill whoever challenge them. I won't let them sleep on my bars, you got that ambient. Rappers wanna battle them, let them know I'm the champion. You dissing dirt, I'm bringing death to your sector. With several weapons on me, you couldn't walk through a metal detector. He's all right now, but only cause his left is gone. Y'all fucking with Megatron, leader of the Decepticons. No perception flaws, I put you right next to God. Farther than you've ever gone, higher on the echelon. Don't make me flex it all around here, cause even thou peers about to get loud when the crowd cheers. There really isn't much I haven't done. I body him, Karate Kid on his last leg like Danielson. I crane kick your brain tissue, then I make you watch me raid the block and rob your OG for his chain and watch. Dirty B, I hit the mic and let the hits bang. Down to get filthy at any moment, that's my nickname. Backhand a bitch so quick, they call me Rick James. Spit flames, leave your britches filling up with shit stains. Dirty B, I hit the mic and let the hits bang. Down to get filthy at any moment, that's my nickname. Backhand a bitch so quick, they call me Rick James. Spit flames, leave your britches filling up with shit stains. Brandon top, vocabulary should be at the top. To make this paper, I'll hit them with every rap I got. They hear my track and stop moving like I had a Glock. Call the ambulance and cops, that's the only chance you got. If you ever see me kicking mad tunes, let the hidden gat loose from the triple fat goose. Wicked ass dudes, let the chopper bang. Catch you at the stock exchange and leave you with nothing but some pocket change. Sloppy lanes, copy game, but never came right. They throwing shade, might show them what these flames like. Hang tight, your life is a gamble and it's game night. Take life for granted, I leave flowers at your gravesite. They can't write, so put the pen away. I bring you death for days, you losing your life if you catch his fate. Penetrate your mental with music is good. Since I was a menace to South Central, drinking my juice in the hood. 30B, I hit the mic and let the hits bang. Down to get filthy at any moment, that's my nickname. Backhand a bitch so quick, they call me Rick James. Spit flames, leave your britches filling up with shit stains. 30B, I hit the mic and let the hits bang. Down to get filthy at any moment, that's my nickname. Backhand a bitch so quick, they call me Rick James. Spit flames, leave your britches filling up with shit stains. Name a group doper than Dirty and your homie Jay. When we come, it isn't both the downers getting blown away. I kill your friends, that's a lonely day. Tell my foes can play, I'm coming with guns and shinobi blades. Snakes dislocate their jaws for some larger beef. I'll hit your show and have your fans put me on repeat. You talking cheap, so what you say, dog? Even if my aim's off, when I headshot, I knock some braids off. Your lame skull, brain raw, I just came to vent. Now you laid to rest, this is my house, you paying rent. You came and went, my pistol fire about to hit your spinal. Bullets so big they blow through you and hit the kid behind you. You only talk, I load a Glock, cause I'm known to spark. Bullets put a hole in y'all and knock your areolas off. I fold them all, this ain't a fair engagement. There's no comparing basis, I'll split you in half like a pair of aces. 30B, I hit the mic and let the hits bang. Down to get
and he comes back, ends it with the chorus.
Backhand a bitch so quick, they call me Rick James. Spit flames, leave your britches filling up with shit stains. 30B, I hit the mic and let the hits bang. Down to get filthy at any moment, that's my nickname. Backhand a bitch so quick, they call me Rick James. Spit flames, leave your britches filling up with shit stains.
3 minutes and 51 seconds. That was Dirty B with shit stains. It literally has freaking content stains. Listen, you got on there, did your freaking thing. Mix had freaking some clarity freaking to it or whatnot, so it feels like something that would be out there. I appreciate that you have a chorus on this or whatnot, right? Like I essentially should have a visual that sort of like scores each artist for like the, you know, any amount of things that you do, right? Like you had a 3-verse kind of structure on here. Most artists, you know, today really try to duck that. You try to make things as short as freaking possible, get in, get out, and you don't respect people's freaking time or whatnot. Know that like people are, as long as you rap, people are willing to, you know what I'm saying, go in there, right? And you know, this is a bar for bar, you know, artist. Every bar, you know, matters or whatnot, right? You go throughout the song, and even if you tune out, right, you're gonna be able to go back and listen to the song as many times as you want, and you'll catch every, you know, line. But I feel like with most artists, right, there are a lot of artists who they won't necessarily rap their stuff in a way like they care what they're saying, or that they care what we are gonna, you know, care what they're saying, right? It's just like, oh, let me just create a vibe for, you know, the audience. I think Dirty B, you know, you went in there and, you know, still made it comprehensible. We can understand everything, right? It's very appreciative. Plus the beat is freaking dope, right? So as long as you're doing the job, we're willing to freaking go in there and get in. So keep going, keep pushing. Appreciate the likes on here, man. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Welcome. You new to the show. We pretty much play independent artists, producers, bands, and more. I see a skip in the line. Let me go ahead and plop that in there.
I just need you to. Can you please just go? We all need pizza, so I make real music. I got pizza if you need them. PayPal me. You see me on the playground, just yeah, I'm a dork, but I stay grounded. They call me in cause I stay clowning. You wanna stay down then?
Wait, is it a beat or a song, or is it are we doing a skipping clip? I see one thing here. Potentially a feature between you and Gio. Hold on, let me see what's up. Let me throw this on this end. Let me get this over here. And let me know if you have another one because I have two different things that I do. If it's a skipping clip, I pretty much hit record, and we'll hit this button instead. Hold on. And I gotta put the name of the actual thing in as well. So 2-seater with West Tantrum and Geo. Alright, give me a second to load this.
Nonsense will always be rapping these verses. Everyone told me get back in the circus. Everyone out doesn't rap with a purpose. This isn't real, man, I'm actually nervous. Aliens out here attacking the surface, shooting the schools and attacking the churches. Nothing we're doing is actually working. Look, Miley Cyrus is actually twerking. This is absurd and I'm always observing. I listen to words and I quick lift the
third and talk shit to it. Y'all know what it is, man. Welcome to That Dorky Review Show. We are now about to review a song from West Tantrum and Geo with 2-seater. You know what I'm saying? Rate the song in the freaking chat. Give us your thoughts, whether you are in the comments or watching the show live, and then we'll talk about and review this after. For some reason, I feel like it's a beat though.
You look cute with them shoes and that purse, say. Got me fiending for you in the worst way. Grab your cheese and your keys to that Mercy. Go and back that ass up for your birthday. Come and sip on this drink if you thirsty. I won't judge if you love on the first day. I won't tell nobody you nasty. Tell the truth, you a freak, you just like me. Put the lights on, you don't care if I see. With no leash, you still gon' do what I say. I put tongue on your neck and kisses on your breast. Hands gripping that ass while you riding the west.
How to be? I just wanna tell you out, I just wanna treat you. Take you to my old hood, let my mama meet you. Tell your friends they can't come, this a 2-seater. Pull up, hop out, girl, you too diva. Smoke clouds real loud, I'm a loose sleeper. I promise, you got it, girl, you got it. Light up a room. I hear you making sounds, get us kicked out the room. I promise, I know what to do with you. I put in work, work, work like it's 2 of you. Just can't hold back, that's the way I feel. You gon' fall in love from the way I drill. On sight with the pipe, I'ma lay that still. Water running all night, I'ma pay that bill. Open the door for you, get on in. 2 seats in the coupe, take you for a spin. I'm tryna bond with you skin to skin. I don't wanna be your friend, wanna be your twin. How to be? I just wanna tell you out, I just wanna treat you. Take you to my old hood, let my mama meet you. Tell your friends they can't come, this a 2-seater. Pull up, hop out, girl, you too diva. Smoke clouds real loud, I'm a loose sleeper. I promise, you got it, girl, you got it. You sexy and I want you so bad, so bad. You sexy and you know it. You bad, girl, you bad. You sexy and I want you so bad, so bad. You sexy and you know it, girl, you bad.
West Tantrum, Geo.
How to be? I just wanna tell you out, I just wanna treat you. Take you to my old hood, let my mama meet you. Tell your friends they can't come, this a 2-seater. Pull up, hop out, girl, you too diva. Smoke clouds real loud, I'm a loose sleeper. I promise, you got it, girl, you got it.
Freaking time in the tropical world, lot of freaking time. People freaking be like, man, you freaking cold. Let me drinks like a popsicle. I can freaking tell you if I pick the freaking mic up, I'ma drop it, yo. You gon' freaking end up in a hospital.
Big salute, man. Got on there, did your thing. 2 minutes and 35. No, 2 minutes and 36 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Of full song production, of course. I'm assuming by Geo and you getting in there. I always love that combination, just because of the history and to be able to see any of us continue to be able to work together. And continuing to see you're consistent with being able to get in there both rap wise and melodically. This is an upbeat record, something that you could sort of hear and feel like maybe at a party, club kind of centric record or whatnot, something for the ladies. Stop it. And yeah, I can see a little bit of a video to that. What I wanted extended to that 3 minutes, man. Like, y'all know me, man. There's always a little bit more that y'all could do. Only get out of a song if you ain't got nothing else to freaking say. If basically you think you're gonna be, you know, repetitive or are just like not, you know, really fully filling the record. We get it. But in most cases, we want you to do the work, right? And if that means sort of finding out, like extending it production wise, and then finding a dope feature that could, you know, extend it even for a remix, right? Because I understand when we are a little bit more personable to the songs that we do, and we kind of want to keep things, you know, ourselves and whatnot. So you keep the original however you want. And then you put out sort of a remix version, change a few things here and there, have an open verse, put it out on, of course, TikTok, IG, YouTube, many other platforms that people freaking know. Leave it open for people to do the duets. Like, it's the free way to really promote your record, to get people involved, to do a little bit of a challenge. Many of us can't resist that shit, right? If it's freestyling or going in, writing something, doing something professional, having a visual to it, like, you're literally gonna get everyone's audience all at the same time, right? You post it, people are gonna be like, oh shit, that's dope, let me do a little open verse, you know, for it or whatnot, right? They do it, their audience then sees it, right? You know what I'm saying? Anybody who's an artist in their audience sees that, vice versa. You know what I'm saying? It just trickles down. Everybody has to go back to your post, so those plays for you add up, and the exposure, you know, as well. And if you have a good visual to it too, like, you know, it just makes it a little bit better. I know you have a second one. It's not a skipping clip. It's a 2-song back to back. So what I love doing when y'all do these are, out of the two, which one would you rather have? Which one would you guys rather see, the music video and the live performance, you know, kind of situation too, right? And of course, wouldn't mind on the radio, out of that last one or...
Oh my god, is that Nico Blitz?
Pull up to the scene, black wing on the caddy. Can't be compared to your broke baby daddy. No disrespect, but I need you to flex. Need you to bobble that head and that neck. You already know I'm a snap. Trippin', I flip and put this to the side of they hats. Why would they say it's just rap? When niggas is dying, there's no coming back, it's a rap. Turn this shit up, let it slap. Spotlight on the west side of the map. Fake to LA, we lit, nigga, what can I say? Once nigga blitz, niggas don't wanna play. Why would I ever behave? That's for the niggas who slave. It's my time to get to the bank. Big shit in the booth and take shits on the stage. To the scene, black wing on the caddy. Can't be compared to your broke baby daddy. No disrespect, but I need you to flex. Need you to bobble that head and that neck. I need you to wreck, crash out. Leave here with me right now. Just wreck, crash out. Leave here with me right now. Don't compare me to these bums, I got racks. I fuck with your vibe and your eyes and your tats. Don't compare me to these niggas who rap. Nico and Gio, we coming for plaques. Go ahead, crash out, back it up, poke that ass out. Fuck around and fuck your last out. Nigga, I ride to the gas out, party till I pass out. Always been a good kid, always had a bad mouth, never had a problem. Always been a problem. Raise the 6-4 in the air, then I drop him. This nigga tripping, you might wanna stop him. My biggest hit is me having the pull to the scene, black wing on the caddy. Can't be compared to your broke baby daddy. No disrespect, but I need you to flex. Need you to bobble that head and that neck. I need you to wreck, crash out. Leave here with me right now. Just wreck, crash out. Leave here with me right now. Pull up to the scene, black wing on the caddy. Can't be compared to your broke baby daddy. No disrespect, but I need you to flex. Need you to bobble that head and that neck. I need you to wreck, crash out. Leave here with me right now. Just wreck, crash out. Leave here with me right now.
Alright, so both records have that kind of party, you know, vibe. You know what I'm saying? This one, you know what I'm saying, even more West Coast, knowing that you come from the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? This one I think has even more of that flair. And then when we think about the production, there are, you know, elements that can be, you know, replaced live with like an electric guitar, different stuff like that. So there's some, you know, potential within this one. I will say, out of the two records, this one probably felt like it still needed either another recording or like a little bit of a better mix or whatnot. The other one had I think, you know what I'm saying, more clarity. This one felt like it was still in the like the demo, you know what I'm saying, version before you go back to the studio to record. And like you, I know you, man, you know what I'm saying, to be able to get in there, and I don't usually even have to talk about, you know what I'm saying, mixes. So again, I have no idea. I know this all of the things in the link that he sent me is like within a DJ kind of like service pack of it. So each version may, you know what I'm saying, sound different for all I know. You know, although, you know, what is the difference? You have one with an intro in there. Hold on. Like, what's the difference?
Let it fly, spotlight on the west side.
Hold on, man. I'm trying to
see that head and that neck.
Okay. So basically, you have one version. You have one version that basically plays, you know, a little bit of the beat before you actually start coming in with the song, and then one where the, you know, the chorus comes in a little bit sooner. So see, and that's smart right there. You giving us options. Obviously, it benefits DJs more because that's who, you know, would freaking get it. But when you think about it, right, everybody is going to have, you know, a different, you know, kind of like purpose. There are those who want to get into a record a little bit quicker, and then those that may want to, you know, get into that beat, loop it a little bit, you know what I'm saying, talk to the crowd a little bit. Yeah, y'all know what's coming up next. That West Tantrum, you know what I'm saying, all that kind of shit, right? So you throw that in there and go from that. Both have that club vibe though. I don't even think I could pick. I may go with the first. Hold on.
Love on the first day. I won't tell nobody you nasty. Tell the truth, you a freak, you just like me. Put the lights on, you don't care if I see. With no leash, you still gon' do what I say.
Yeah. For some reason, I feel like that one right there. Again, see, you can hear, you know, the clarity, everything freaking in there, man. You know what I'm saying? And then Drake would probably want to remake that song and do some melodic parts. Yeah, I'm Drake randomly on the song. Look at me. All right, let's get into. He's in the beat. Agreed. So, West Tantrum did say thank you for saying that. He said the producer had, you know, mixed it in. I told him it ain't 100 or whatnot. So basically, you were looking for that confirmation. Man. And, you know, I was glad to be able to let you know or whatnot, man. Now, like, listen. I feel like what people appreciate me for is like my, you know, honesty to whatever I'm hearing for a record, even the potential I hear for things that might not be as good and where it could be marketed. But like when something, you know, when again, you're trying to literally market records, videos, different stuff like that. Sometimes artists will literally jump the gun. They'll do a whole freaking record, mix won't be freaking right yet, they'll go straight to video, go straight to putting it on all platforms and kind of moving, you know, backwards when, you know, the record in you know, a lot of cases won't really be ready, right? You need it to be at a point where if people hear it and like it, they immediately want to share it without a doubt. They'll always be able to see and hear potential, right? Because again, I'll say this, like even myself, you know, it took me a while to start sharing some of like Odd Future's stuff, because in the beginning they didn't have the best mixes or whatnot, but I saw the potential in what they were putting out. Then over time they got better with, you know what I'm saying, with everything, the songs, just like what each of them were doing. Domo Genesis started doing like an album with Alchemist. They started doing, you know, even better, you know, things. The mixes got better, but again, we were still able to see that potential, you know, there. But we want to feel like when we're hearing a song from an artist that it's a song that can be pulled from, you know, the shelves of you know, a record shop, of a Target, of anything, right? And so at that level, if it's below that, right, and if it's just kind of, you know, still needs a little bit of work or whatnot, it's considered like mixtape kind of vibe, which most people don't mind, you know. You know, again, mixtapes are free though, right? We're talking about like paid songs and albums, and you know, I simply ask artists often, you know, what, like, would, with any performance that you do live or any record that you do, would someone have paid to watch you do that exact performance? You know what I'm saying? Verbatim. You know what I mean? And in most cases, artists think about like, man, what they did, and they be like, oh no, I probably could have done better in this area. I could have done this and that. I probably like half-assed it freaking here. Like often we're just trying things out until we, you know, maybe get a decent song, until we reach that point where we're like, you know what? Let me not waste time. Let me figure out every single beat that matches me artist-wise. What can make me, you know, really feel each production. Don't ever get into basically like trying to do what do we used to call them, like throwaway records, freaking, you know, just album fillers and stuff like that, right? Always try to make that classic album by like making sure you absolutely love every single record. So if the mix ain't ready yet, go back in, get another mix, go in and re-record it, you know, do whatever you have to do until you absolutely love it. Sometimes it's even, you know, getting a different piece of production, you know, stuff like that. Let me go ahead and pull this skip in. Which one was this for? For Jake. All right, got you. And this is a Spotify. So Jake Rich with he's like rapping a Juvenile. You didn't think he rap on this beat, huh? But yeah, he rapping on this beat with freaking me and man, I got you. Let me make sure this is it. Hold on, cause it's throwing up something else. Hey, hold up. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it. Jake Rich with Good to see you, Wes.
They talking crazy, they want me to slide. If we gon' fuck, we gon' fuck on the ride. Young and I'm poppin', I'm still on the rise. What the fuck these rappers really know about Jay Rich? I've been in the game 10 years on the same shit. How the fuck they hating on me? It doesn't make sense. Been making dollars, motherfucker, I don't make sense. Should've went to college, had a baby, had to pay rent. I don't think I've ever even tried to take a break since. They be trying to chase me, but I be trying to chase this. I don't let them play with me, cause they be trying to sing shit. Love the way I look when she grip it with a French tip. Fuck the game up, got the whole shit on tilt. Bitch, you put 100 up, now I'm feeling like Will. Don't talk to me crazy, bitch, talk to me nice. I don't think you wanna play with your life. I'm making my list and I'm checking it twice. Show you wanna rock the boat. I just wanna rock the boat.
I'll be right there, bro.
I really need to know. They talking crazy, they want me to slide. If we gon' fuck, we gon' fuck on the ride.
Like, let's
Young
work.
and I'm poppin', I'm still on the ride. I came back made a life and now I'm back in motion. I told my little shorty I'm not using Trojan. I'm sorry, little baby, I'm posted, I'm floating. I'm supposed to be someone who know where I'm going. Now I'm popping out with my confidence showing. I'm water, I'm diamond, the way I've been flowing. They talking about me like I ain't been knowing. It's 95 out of this way and it's snowing. I'm drinking, I'm smoking, I'm a fucking poet. That's all you want to talk about, that shit is boring. American money, the window is foreign. I'm shooting, I'm balling, I'm actually scoring. Lil J from Kentucky, he actually
Some people gonna say you sound like Lil Baby right now.
They talk about it, ain't do much. You say you a gangster, then pull up. It's funny how they never do nothing. You pussy boys never been through nothing. It's funny how they never do nothing. You pussy ain't never been through nothing. They talk about it, ain't do much. You say you a gangster, then pull up. It's funny how they never do nothing. Pussy boy never been through nothing. Show you wanna ride the boat. I just wanna ride the road. How many likes for posts? I really need to know. They talking crazy, they want me to slide. If we gon' fuck, we gon' fuck on a ride. Young and I'm poppin', I'm still on the ride. Hey. What the fuck these rappers really know about Jay Rich? I've been in the game 10 years on the same shit. How the fuck they hating on me? It doesn't make sense. Been making dollars, motherfucker, I don't make sense. I don't make sense. I don't make sense.
Make a lot of tweet, but I really never rake shit. It'll at a time when I want to be able to freaking. Alright. 2 minutes and 48 seconds of record. A banger when it comes to the production in that. You know, melodically, you know, I appreciate that you at the very least switched it up throughout the record. There are sections where you do get into sort of, you know, a little bit of you know, repetitive things or whatnot, but because you have the variation at all, right? Like I'll basically say this. I usually tell artists to switch it up every like 2 to 4 bars. But at the very least, having the difference between the choruses and, you know, certain parts that you do in the verses, it'll like get people, you know, throughout the song or whatnot, right? So the chorus parts having the I feel like everybody's gonna want to sing that along, you know what I'm saying, with you, you know, within the crowd. That's sort of that part, and then you go in and sort of like do, you know, that other half. Of course, when people, you know, become more akin to the song itself. I always remind you that, you know, any song that you do, if you can figure out a way to perform it live, not with the record. I'm saying, like, if you ever want to know what is a performance that, like, you know, like why is it that I always have to kind of sell tickets for people to get to my show? Like, when is it gonna get to the time where I could just show up and people are there, they know what's up? Getting people to that point just simply requires you taking those bit of efforts, doing the performances that people are gonna wonder, why haven't I heard of this artist, right? And when we perform to our instrumentals and our records, people feel like we're doing like a karaoke or like a talent show, right? And when we have a band, if we have just like, you know what, let me rent a band for a freaking day, have them come out, have a drummer, you know what I'm saying, and have them really bring the record to life, and then you do the, you know, the song, you know what I'm saying, whether you're rapping or singing. When you can do that, people start like, yo, who is this? Let me pull out my phone or whatnot. They're getting an experience, right? It's an experience when you're, you know, doing a little bit extra. Even if you just have someone on a piano or an acoustic guitar, if you know how to play guitar, that's even, you know, doper or whatnot, right? Because you can go out, just essentially like, you know, play certain melodies within that and then do the exact song that we just heard right now. People would be like, yo, like that shit was dope, because they don't often get to hear, you know, stuff like that. But when you do see it, right, if you've seen the few times where certain artists in those lanes have taken those records and being like, you know what, let me get an orchestra right quick and then do some shit real quick and then have a choir, and it sounds 100 times better than, you know, it ever did, right? So just try your best to see if you can you know, get in there and make one of those. Let me see. And in the past, you know what I'm saying, where I've showed me that, yeah, I'm saying it just makes it that much better or whatnot. Like, again, for all artists, just know that people come out to a live performance to watch you perform the songs live. Most occasions they know the song. Some people don't. We know that. But if you're gonna impress people, it's remembering your words, knowing, you know what I'm saying, just how to keep your energy up. If you have a hype man who knows exactly where to go, to not overstep, to not be too loud, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything just has to be, you know, balanced, and you know, you'll start to gain that recognition, you know, over time and whatnot. And then make sure that you record those live performances, like, visually. Like, if you can get, you know, some kind of person, you know, to like, and don't just have your because everybody will do this. Let me just put the phone up, you know what I'm saying? Portrait mode. That's only for very specific platforms. Landscape mode. All right. Always hold. If you're at all recording with phones, or if people are at your concerts and shit like that, unless they're, I guess, recording with like Snapchat or specifically TikTok and things like that, if they're just recording, always remind people to do landscape mode, because you want them to be able to get everything on the sides and the middle. Guess what? You can still turn that footage into, you know, something for TikTok. All you got to do is crop it right in the middle, you know what I'm saying, and sort of like make it how you want it. But if you know what I'm saying, if you have it the other way, then, you know, it's not that. So again, if you have someone professional that's gonna record it, you know, with something other than a phone at the very least, and you can sort of turn that into, you know, sort of concert footage, let people see how you get down live, all that good stuff. You know what it is. Appreciate that gift right there. Let me see. Appreciate that, Moscato. Let me see what else. And he said, fuck with him. He's open to collabs. DJ Young was expressing interest, so hit him up. Let me go ahead and jump back into the free line if y'all are also trying to send skips.
Sir Mike, this song's gonna burn like some hot sauce from hot ones in your eyes. Birdman will talk to an actual bird like I'm gonna chew through this beat like a termite. Don't make me put you where actual worms lie. Don't like my own shit, I'm thinking you were high. Like me when I'm looking down at a bird's eye view, and I'm cool, better act like you surprised. Head to McDonald's, I'm about to steal your fries. Standing outside.
All right, we got Ryan Black. Let me see what you done. Shit. Let me see what you done. Oh, come on, man. Gotta move this over here. Wait, what? Okay, I was about to say. Well, why isn't it letting me? Why isn't it letting me drag and drop it?
Children. Hey, mister.
Okay, here we go.
Gang, 1K, on gang, 1K, on gang, on gang, hey, for this on J-Love, we gon' leave you dead. You don't know you step behind her, we gon' leave you red. And the whole time,
it's a Trino diss track. He's another artist who sends to our show.
A lot of blues, we got extra, yeah, we screaming on Trino, we gon' leave him dead. That nigga don't want no smoke, we gon' leave him red. And the whole time red, yeah, we need
how did you even do I know
Trino? In the sky, he ain't coming back. Yeah, we get him wet for speaking all of that. We gon' take it love, but we leave you dead. Yeah, we gon' know we got her, we gon' leave you dead. Put him up in the sky, we gon' leave him there. Yeah, we know how we come, we gon' spin through your fucking bar, we gon' end you. He gon' catch one shot, he gon' get it too.
Gotta change up the melody.
Put his ass in the ground, he won't make a sound.
Change up the melody, see, that's what I'm talking about.
With the devil, you don't want this fucking smoke, we gon' give it all.
See, like if I know where you're gonna go, it starts to get boring. I'm just saying.
Okay, again, we step on all of y'all. You already know how we killing ball. I don't mean to be rude, fuck it, yes I do. Fuck your auntie, fuck your grandma with they dad. Fuck your daddy niggas, we got him in his stash. Can't wait to find you, put one in your head. Put him in the sky, dude, we bye now. Cause they never coming back, that's a wrap. Go ahead and close the book, he ain't no coming back. Rest up, I'm all black, and we come through. Nigga, we gon' enjoy it, nigga. Yeah, you gon' float too. You gon' find you, put it in you. Better stay up in school, cause you stupid. When I'm dead, some jello, we gon' shoot you. No, we gon' slap her. I already know, nigga, we gon' bust you up. Fuck your sister, fuck your daddy, fuck your grandma too. We don't care about your family, fuck them all, dude. They dead, they don't put them up.
Honestly, I gotta hit that button, man. I gotta hit that button. I let it go on way too long, bro.
No matter what they do, we'll never get along. The COVID now will never share a boogie. I've been trying to fix the rap game for the longest. I ain't gonna lie, man, your rap's really garbage. Speak what's on my mind, cause I'm actually honest. You feel this in your eye and your back and your arm check. I got shaved right up.
So the thing is, man, and I mean I say this every episode, so it's no secret, man. I literally said if you are repetitive and doing basically the same thing throughout, you know, what feels like the entire record, you know, anyone is basically gonna start, you know, tuning out after a certain amount of time because it feels too predictable and just like, you know, you're going essentially in circles or whatnot. So the whole time, which is like in our minds, we start to think like, what else can you do, like melodically, right? Which we know that there are other ways, right? If the best way to really look at it is like if you were told, you know, to make a song to the beat and then that Chris Brown or freaking, you know, whoever, just somebody who like sings for real is also gonna get on the song with you, right? Part of me doesn't feel like you would have went that way, right? I feel like you would have really tried, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't really feel like that kind of, you know, beat that warrants some real, you know, singing, but like I know just like what certain artists, you know, would do, and you kind of just sound bored on this record. Let's just be honest, right? There definitely is a better performance that you can give, you know, within this. And listen, Trino himself, man, he's had a good share of criticism, you know, on the show when he would send, you know, records. So in terms of this being like a diss song, you know, you were getting the words in. I feel like the energy needs to be there and shit like that. Like if for diss records, I feel like y'all need to go ham, y'all need to go hard, y'all need to really make the words, you know, hit, for people to really believe you within the words that you say. And like I said with Trino, he often, you know, had, you know, freestyled, you know, a lot of his stuff, and I had, you know, kind of been telling him like, look, if we can tell everything's freestyled, or you know, we talk about freestyles and punch in artists, right? This era is it's full of them. And if you guys do that, man, you need to stop structure, right? When you sit down, I'm literally telling you this, if you sit down and actually write your song, it'll like almost force you to want to change things, because you're gonna see the repetitiveness in the lines that you would write. Right, as you're watching you put it down to freaking paper, or if you're writing it in your phone or whatnot, you're gonna see the patterns of sort of like what you're doing, and it's gonna make you want to eventually, you know, switch it up and be like, oh, you know what, I could play with these specific words and do this freaking here or whatnot. You'll think of all types of ways, and you'll have time to think of different melodies that you would potentially do if you're going to sing at all. Right? If you're going on melodically, if you're using auto-tune, you know, you got to sort of make us love what it's doing or whatnot. But yeah, man, I mean, yeah, buddy. Let me go ahead and see what's up. And then Trino was like, he said, I really got, you know what I'm saying, what it takes, and, you know what I'm saying, real gift. I can really rap and stuff like that. What was, like, what I was trying to figure, like, what was it, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, so he said, it's 1K Nate for dissing on Jayla. Screaming Trino diss track or something like that's what it was titled or whatnot. Yeah, man. I mean, look, if you would have had more energy, you know what I'm saying, more. I don't feel like you'd even want to respond to that just because it didn't really have, you know what I'm saying, much matter or whatnot. But you know what I'm saying, nice try.
Be sure to send your music and beats over to that dorky review show at gmail.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, Black, we got you up right now with I don't even know what it is. You really didn't title it, you know, proper from what I can see. Let's plug this.
11 o'clock, you're all on my line. Kicking for hours like I've known you for life. Applying pressure, securing your place. You wanna rest, so we was playing it safe. Calling you mine, you know when it's time. I'ma let you bless it like you praying to God. But I want it with you, way more than a scene, more than just stroking. Need your heart, need you all, giving me real relief. 'Cause you really got it, girl, and I really got a man. You can keep this a secret, love me like it. I really got a plan, so it can be what it be. I just want you to focus on us. You really got it, girl, and I really got a man. You can keep this a secret, love me like it. I really got a plan, so it can be what it be. I just want you to focus, fall into place, like we're in our time. Stakes are getting higher now, I'm feeling your time. Deep in the matrix, we know that we're real. Days are going by, you're getting harder to share. Now I'm calling you mine, I'm spinning our lives. Living in the moment, to the world we turn blind. What was on it with you, way more than a scene, more than just stroking. Need your heart, need you all, giving me real relief. 'Cause you really got it, girl, and I really got a man. You can keep this a secret, love me like it. I really got a plan, so it can be what it be. I just want you to focus on us. 'Cause you really got it, girl, and I really got a man. You can keep this a secret, love me like it. I really got a plan, so it can be what it be. I just want you to focus on us.
There's another freaking thing where I wanna freaking call up and I freaking roll up and I don't know what the hell I wanna freaking do, but you know what, when I was singing, I would freaking tell you everything I bring freaking to the thing I am.
Alright, man, listen, I like that. Unexpected. Great vocals overall, you know, decent melodies freaking throughout. What the freak do we call this song? Because you literally it's UUVYVD U2. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it confuses me, right? But I love how it sounds. You know, we can essentially say and enjoy that. It does feel like it could use that sort of little extra you know, potential, you know, rap version, you know what I'm saying, of it. And I think a lot of artists will want to go ham on that. Production.
11 o'clock, you're all on my line. Kicking for hours like I've known you for life. Applying pressure.
If you could do something like that, like, you already know where we're going with it, man. Anytime that you make it easy for yourself, like just to like even take one instrument, acoustic guitar, you know what I'm saying? One person playing it, you or somebody else, and then you kind of doing the song, right? Everybody imagine that. Imagine her performing this, just an acoustic guitar.
All on my line, kicking for hours like I've known you for life. Applying pressure, securing your place. We didn't want to rush, so we was playing it safe. Calling you mine.
And then it could even be slowed down a little bit for that version.
I'ma let you bless it like you praying to God. But I want it with you. Way more than a scene. More than just
this actually sounds good too. I might want this version. Hold up. That's freaking crazy, man. If you wanted to change the pitch too or something.
I really got a plan, so it can be what it be. I just want
That's being crazy, being slowed down one way and sped up another. Twisting and turning. Nah, but yeah, decent record or whatnot. I feel like all of us who produce would probably sample that.
Hey man, I'm gonna make it sound weird, man. Every single place that you don't even know I go. All the freaking people, man, they finna throw about.
Let me see what we got, David. Dilemma. What is this right here? Let me see what you have. Let me see what you have here. After I get done with submissions today, I may play some games on stream or something. You know what I'm saying? Listen, it's Friday. It's Friday. Yeah, I got no time. Really got nothing to do. What is happening? She was like exploding.
What am I gon' do? What are you gon' do? Matter of fact, tryna go cool. When I'm up in the sky, a lot of freaking people see me in the fucking disguise. I don't know what the hell to do. When I open the sky, randomly freaking chilling. I don't know what the hell I'ma do. I'm in the freaking feeling. You know what? I'm about to go kick and kill it. Or I am the biggest skillet. Which means I don't need to heat up. People be like, I don't know what the hell that he does. People like, what the hell is happening? Thinking, you know what, man, I'm just weak. Cause thinking when I don't even know what the hell I'm up. Freaking through, you know what, you're like my mama. When she chills, and all of this time when you wanna go and get the deals and the benefits. And what it is, that's the deal.
It's interesting. Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know why, but man, it feels nice. Also like I am out of space, so all the time, I don't even know what I'm gonna say. And I'm throwing all away, all the freaking shit, all the minute thick. And if you get fake, man, if you get thick, don't know what the hell to do. What if you get quit, you gon' bring it quick, you don't even really know if you can get.
I'm probably like offbeat to the other. What you gon' do? What you gon' do? You know you gon' do it. How y'all feel about this? What could y'all hear it on? Even if y'all wouldn't make a song to it. Said I redid my jam. Said the other day, that's what's up. What do you do when you grow up? What would you do if you blow up? The next day, I don't know how. There's a lot of people who will pick it. sort of changed everything right there.
None of you change it, and none of you take it. I don't know what the hell I'm about to do, but I make it cool. Figured I'm taking, I'm gonna take it. They aching, naked, and attack. You know what many taking. I don't know what they do with his faces. Figure one of those things, but you don't know what it is. Sometimes figure you just wanna say something really cool and tape it.
It's a little bit fast, right? But listen, this is what I was thinking of outside of rapping to it. Imagine that to like a chase scene in, you know, a movie, you know what I'm saying? Something that's kind of like funny. You know what I mean? Maybe the scene starts off with them just, you know, running, but it's in a thing where they're really slow. Whatever, you know? Oh shit! They're trying to get away from the person. Some adult swim shit. Man, like honestly, I would put that in a scene in, you know, the Dawn of the Dead remake, right, where the zombies were running and shit like that, right? It's got to be a scene towards the end of the film where, you know, one of the characters, you know, just again, they have no idea that they walked into some place where a lot of zombies. So they end up having to make that sort of run, a little bit of a chase scene, you know, with just one person and a bunch of zombies, and you know, maybe eventually they get away or whatnot. But you hearing? Oh shit! You gotta get away.
Every time, everywhere, I don't wear your underwear.
Run! Did I say it sounded like some kind of space shit after a bit freaking as well? I don't know. Anyways, have you heard Whole Era by Rayvon? I have not. Have you heard it? Let me know your review, and then I will maybe do a reaction offline or something. Let me see what we got next. I think ironically we have a completely different producer and a different beat, man. So listen, Battle of the Beats, man. Let me review that last one though first. I do think that there are a few parts where it might have been a little bit offbeat in certain sections. You know, as a perfectionist, I'm always gonna like want you guys to fix certain things. There are certain elements that sometimes people don't mind, you know, being a little bit of a, you know, a few mistakes here and there aren't as bad, but it may throw certain, you know, people off depending on what they're doing, right? Either way, you know, I kind of liked it. Again, with a lot of things, what I like to teach you guys on the show is even if you wouldn't make a song to something personally, it doesn't mean that it's like bad, right? Because you just think about where you would market something, right? Where? What are the things you could see it in? If it's a comedy movie, if it's a horror film, if it's a TV show, if it's some kind of commercial, a car commercial or something like that. If you can visualize something to, you know, the song, you know, there's a place for it, you know, in, you know, many different realms and stuff like that. But it's figuring that out. Video games are a thing too, right? So we got another beat, Chad. Since self-love. Yeah, self-love. I loved it myself, then I didn't love myself after that. Yeah, self-love. I loved it myself, but then I didn't even know how to rap. Oh, self-love. What am I gonna do? Your mama thought I was cool, but I'm not. Yeah, oh, self-love. I don't know what to say, but man, I don't know if this beat is hot. Yo, it randomly changed it. I don't know what you are doing. Like, where the hell you gonna take this? I don't know like what I'm talking about. Like who the hell made this? What is like happening? You know what? I don't wanna. You made me not wanna rap to it no more. How much too much going on in these sections right here? Self love. Appreciate that.
A lot of freaking people that'll probably get the higher. Appreciate the comment about the fact that like my set is fire. People also wanna like get somebody to sing up on their record so they get Mariah. Listen dog, I'm getting higher than somebody who like would've probably been getting 5 or freaking all this shit that I don't think that like I was surviving. Freaking I was in some place I couldn't die, but like if my freaking I was in something that like I would self-love. Self-love. Now this, listen. If we're gonna, I don't know, man. It's like the chorus of this record was better than, you know, I think the other elements. And then the last record, while the beat was kind of crazy and stuff like that, man. You know, there's part of me that likes that last one, you know, a little bit more. I felt like this one had low quality, you know, sounds, you know, like the stock program sounds of anything that you guys, you know, kind of get, you know, for your first, you know, beat program type of stuff. And or right, in most cases, for some of you guys maybe who use Splice or websites where you'll have, you know, loops and certain sounds, if you just simply drag and drop sections into the beat and you don't really try to make things your own, and you know, even more like know essentially what's too much, right? Because I was in my mind, I was like, all right, let me go rap, you know what I'm saying, when the verse section comes up. But then like it just felt like there was too much going on in there, and it became a little bit more of a distraction. So as a producer, we do want to watch out for some of those elements. It's not that what you did doesn't belong there, it just probably doesn't belong in that section, right? You want to build up to certain things, and you know, often let the artist figure out how to even inspire, you know, some of those, you know, parts coming up. But I feel like, you know, any artist would be able to figure out something for the potential chorus within there, and you know, go from that. What did you say? Thank you for the gift, Nate. I say thank you for the gift. Thank you for the gift, Nate. Gilbert, thank you for the gift. Is there anybody else who gave a gift? Thank you for the gift. Let me stop, man. Stop going up, bro. Stop going up. All right, share the stream. Hit that like button. Tagging artists. Happy Friday.
Please send your records to that dorkyreviewshow@gmail.com or get ready to die. Ha 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 ha.
It's Friday. You ain't got no job. And you ain't got shit to do.
You know what I'm saying? You go watch the show tonight. I don't know why I don't ever complete that shit. You gonna sing your song. I don't know like what to plop in there. Who is excited for the potential of another Friday, man? Like, listen, we gonna riot if Chris Tucker ain't in that shit this time, man. You know what I mean? We waited this long. We waited this long, and like, look, we appreciate the newcomers of over time, like you know, Day Day and Cat Williams, right? Who we knew from that franchise. Even what's his name that always does the titty move thing? Terry Crews, right? We sort of like recognize him from that, and then, you know, White Chicks essentially. And I feel like the missing link has always been, you know, just getting Chris Tucker back in, because again, he was in that first movie. People often quote his lines the most, right? I think when we think of Friday, it's Chris Tucker with Ice Cube essentially doing reactions to everything that Chris is, you know what I'm saying, talking about. And I missed that. You know what I'm saying? Because other people had to take on that sort of, you know, job. Feel like they did fairly decent, but you're always wondering, like, how is there not more, you know, just a cameo or something, right? For everybody who knows, like, when you have a franchise that sort of makes you, you know, that thing, right? Like, pay them homage, right? Come back when you can. The fans will always love and appreciate that. And that goes, you know what I'm saying, for all bounds. So let me go ahead and jump back into the lineup. Let me see what we got. Did I throw this one in? Yeah, Electrical Groove featuring Tayana. Hold on, I gotta wait for these ads. Thank you for the share. I said thank you for the share. Hold on. No, there better not be ants. Freaking starting to freaking form and shit like that. Hold on. Dun, 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 dun. Let me look up. Okay, hold on. This is Swig. Whenever it feels like doing its thing. I saw one ant. Yeah, know how. Yeah, I know how. Listen, you see one ant, you better look for the rest. The motherfuckers are creating lines. Hop, 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 hop. All right. Electrical Groove featuring Tayana by Swig.
You're colorful like rainbows, a bag of Skittles. Turquoise was her choice. Waterfalls and fashion killers. Asperilla, blue smoking, back of rentals, laughing giggles. As Priscilla, you was drunk when you put lightning flashing nipples. We're jamming on the one, we're jamming on the one. Your face it radiates, yeah, I can see the sun. We started out as friends, look what we have become. I know what hurt your heart, I know it must have stung. The Wayne to my Whitley Gilbert. Sporadic love, but it still delivers. Though I can see you still hurt, but only I can feel hurt. To go through life and still search, cause I'm the only man that get to die beside the real perks. Magnetic, both of us know we got a toxic love. Either it's boxing gloves, apologies followed by lots of hugs. I'm not the type to judge. Apparently you the type my mama told me not to trust.
Right? I agree.
She's a soul snatcher, pole catcher, closed caption. And so says the result get thrown at you. Killer curves, luminous skin, she's so natural. Her own example, classical grin, she don't cackle. I've seen birds with no wings that don't fly. And I've seen human eyelids that don't cry. Now we sit in silence and both vibe. My queen too flawless to touch, she don't try. She's animated, yeah. Her hands are flagrant, she's agitated. Yeah. So damn impatient, show out in places. Yeah. Your man is waiting, let's have a baby. I'm exaggerating. The highest, the highs, the lowest, the lows. With a hot-headed temper, she hot as a stove. And you think it's a game, you think it's a joke. Imperfect perfection's the one that I chose.
Yeah, yo.
I love that production though too. Feels like something very different. Can't wait. You got some really good lines, you know, within.
We take hundreds of credit cards a day. Spectrum is keeping the customer's information safe.
You scared the shit out of me. You had a lot of good, you know, lines, you know what I'm saying, within there. 2-verse freaking structure, you know, gave us an actual, you know, chorus within there. Love the female artists, and, you know, definitely feels like something we would love to see, hopefully both of you, within the video and whatnot. We know that there are situations and times where we will kind of rap to a beat that comes with a chorus, you know, and the artist's already on there. But right, I think often it's the worst thing you could do if like you and the artist have no idea who each other are, and like, you know, they don't know that you're out there on the song, you know, promoting it and stuff like that. Because again, imagine it gets as big as a Kendrick and SZA, you know, record, or a freaking, you know what I'm saying, name your big artist featuring a female, you know, singer and stuff. So I always kind of remind you guys, right, reserve the ability to be able to talk about, you know, potentially a music video, live performances, you know, just in case you know, the song does catch on and become, you know, something big or whatnot. Because everyone's always gonna ask, you know, they're always gonna be like, hey man,
Shay, man. And you said name. So that was Swig. That's two G's essentially. And the song is called Electrical Groove featuring Tayara. All right, you can I'll put the link on our YouTube side. You guys can head on over to our YouTube right quick if you want to cop that link. Hold up. Pull up. Let me forget. Roll up. Let me forget. Go up. Then you know, and then Swag is literally right there. You know what I'm saying? And it was like this out, this smooth. Let me see. Yep, Electrical Groove. Electrical Groove. Electrical Groove. Let me stop. You said I just heard this, you know what I'm saying? Very good. Shout out to Reaganomics. Thanks, my G. Yeah, man. Listen. And again, I like that. I love that production. You know, as you try to, you know, give to as many artists as possible. Always try to figure out how to do that live version, right? All I ever need to say is Tiny Desk, right? Because everyone has seen at least one or more Tiny Desk performance. You know how different it is, right? Even Juvenile, right? When we're watching, you know, Juvenile's again, you know, he's able to perform his song with drummers, with trumpets, with like, you know, real instruments, you know, along the side, and all of the records, you know, end up hitting so much freaking different or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? And that's for records that don't often feel like with the records that don't often feel like they have a lot of live, you know, sort of instruments sometimes. When those are brought to a Tiny Desk, again, it just really elevates it to the point where it should have been all along. And then for the ones that feel like, you know, they have that live band aspect already in the record, right? You're already set up. It gives you the blueprint of, you know, just how to bring it, you know, to live to a certain extent. Again, having that actual singer and stuff. So not bad. Let me make sure we can jump back in the free line. If you guys want to hit skip line, if you can't hit that skip line, hit that Cash App, PayPal, Super Chat. And on the TikTok side, the galaxies also count as skips.
This song's gonna burn like
we
some
are
hot
in the
sauce
free.
from
Let me
hot
jump
ones
back
in your
in.
eyes. Birdman will talk to an actual bird like I'm gonna choke through this beat like a termite.
bring in my
Don't
thing,
make me
but-
put you where actual worms lie. Don't like my old shit, I'm thinking you were high. Like me when I'm looking down at a bird's eye view.
You
when
when I'm cool,
better act like you surprised. Head to McDonald's, I'm about to steal your fries.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and freaking girls, ladies and gentlemen, boys and freaking girls, alright. Stop moving. Stop it. Stop it. With your weird shaking and stuff, I'm gonna just leave it right there, man. I ain't trying to mess with it. I ain't trying to mess with it no more, man. I ain't trying to mess with it no more, man. Listen. Alright, let me see. Gilbert, you got your Sergeant Tone. Nobody. Nobody, baby. I gotta tell you. Listen, did anybody at all even, I gotta know, like, because I haven't heard anybody really say anything about, like, Kanye, Donda 2 and stuff. And so I started to think, should I even do a react? Like, what is the overall consensus? Did people be like, nah, he been talking crazy lately, so we just gonna ignore him for a bit? I feel like y'all just.
You know what I'm talking about? We both drink and not give a fuck what people think. That's our tongue.
Nobody, I don't know what to do, but freaking.
Hey, yo, Hendry. It's our tongue.
Run! It's a monster! It's a monster, y'all! Run!
I ain't switching for nobody. Hell, nah, I can't switch. Hell, nah, I can't switch. I ain't switching for nobody. Hell, nah, I can't switch. Hell, nah, I can't switch. I ain't switching for nobody. Hell, nah, I can't switch. Hell, nah, I can't switch. I ain't switching for nobody. Hell, nah, I can't switch. Hell, nah, I can't switch. Fuck family and friends. Used to wear my heart on my sleeve. Now you see me walk around with a sleeveless tee. They see me wandering, got their eyes closed, but their glasses on, homie. I don't think they really seeing me. Could be in the same building, looking at the same window with the same info, but got different vision. You seeing me? Double cover, put up to the roof, man. All that pro methods in the payment chain, trying to fill a thing. I remember doing laundry at the sink. Wood burning stove in the window for the heat. Box fan in the window, hoping for a little sprinkle outside when it was 90 degrees. The same kid, 88 Fleetwood, swinging up, man, banging up and down Court Street. Bitches me, the same motherfucker dumping asses in the street. Passing by, homie, I would never change. I ain't switching for nobody. Hell, nah, I can't switch. Hell, nah, I can't switch. I ain't switching for nobody. Hell, nah, I can't switch. Hell, nah, I can't switch. I ain't switching for nobody. Hell, nah, I can't switch. Hell, nah, I can't switch. I ain't switching for nobody. Hell, nah, I can't switch. Hell, nah, I can't switch. Swerving in my own lane, messing on the gas with no brake pad. When I start down I-10, I'm just minding my biz. Chasing this back down the interstate like this little bitch who grew some legs. 5% 10 up on the whip, so they can't see shit deep down. Man, I know they be so pissed. I don't walk the long road with some dog, so I don't went to the store when that motherfucker got cold. Fuck around with me, got a couple screws loose up in my head. Get smoked, no more bro. For family, try to give me a quarter piece. Goddamn, man, right down to an elbow. But just like Amy, I said, hell no. That a bitch, a man can't reach me top shelf. You know, yeah. On top floor, pulling up. That mansion sweet with a view. Watching all the snakes on the concrete. I ain't switching for nobody. Hell, nah, I can't switch. Hell, nah, I can't switch. I ain't switching for nobody. Hell, nah, I can't switch. Hell, nah, I can't switch. I ain't switching for nobody. Hell, nah, I can't switch. Hell, nah, I can't switch. I ain't switching for nobody. Hell, nah, I can't switch. Hell, nah, I can't switch.
Can't switch it. Out of a fact, you know, you can't pick it up, figure you don't know. Or if I want to be able to eat y'all, pick it up like 8 picnics.
It's just the beat just starts moving. Felt like a better mix overall from what we had from you last time on that record. And you know, it's some real shit or whatnot, right? I feel like it grows on you, that you know, chorus and you know what you're doing to it, the overall tempo, like it feels like something that would be you know, out there. And you know, you have a unique voice, you know, with some presence. So you know, once again, if you are able to simply figure out 3 ways to show your love and just actually, you know, get out there and perform that, man, I think people will be be appreciated. Why you do that noise, man? No, I hit the wrong button for no reason. Let me see what we got next. Oregonomics, you sent a Spotify. So let's go ahead and jump on True. Let's jump, let's jump, let's jump, let's jump, let's jump, let's jump, let's jump on the mother, let's jump on the mother effing freaking ish. You call this Chai of Love? Yo. Yeah. I keep feeling like it's still trying to start. Yeah, that would be a dope song to make though. Just make it feel like it's just trying to start the song the whole time. And it keeps going into like parts that feel like it's gonna. It's kind of low, of course.
I want to kill you.
What up, what up, what up, what up?
All the people who don't know what they gonna do.
I really want to be able to turn this up. It's really.
When you're with Air Max Business Platinum, go in.
Oh my God! Why? Oh no, I did. Bro, what the freak? Like, why is it gotta glitch out like that? I feel like, you know, I like the overall, you know, performance in terms of, you know, what I heard. However, man, whole time I just wanted to like crank the record up, right? And it's on Spotify. Volume was already up to 100. There's like nothing else that I could, you know, sort of do to really want to crank it. But it was like extremely, you know, low. And I've heard, you know, louder records from you guys, and stuff like that. So it's probably like a record to record thing, you know, for all I know. You know, and then there's that aspect of it feeling like the song was just continuously trying to, you know, start over and over again, which was, you know, kind of hilarious. So that is funny. But I can still see that in a like video game, something like a skating video game, or something that is kind of trying to go with that like 90s Malcolm in the Middle, you know what I'm saying, kind of vibe. Let me see, Trino, we got you up. Trino, we got you. I don't know what the hell I'ma do, but I know I don't even really know what you. Let's see what is up. Everybody knows that you would.
The Jeep brand has always stood for American.
Oh my gosh. Alright, let me jump up.
Even though when I hear it, I still shake the burn out the street to these niggas. Can't fuck with me. I'm in the beat, not another place, nigga. You know I be good. Your eyes so open, you don't even see. Trying to touch, but I don't even know you. Poor got soda, nigga. I told you 2 guys for the stitches. I got the boat you. I could be trapping and rapping, but not nigga. I'm back here snapping. I live in lavish or not. I wish you could be in that spot. Hopefully one day become on my plot. Just like the box, I'm hiding behind you talking to cops. You just a sock, and I'm stuck to the nigga. I was standing on the top. I came by my business, I can't be your flop. My side of this bitch, just like a mop. Just say that I'm off, but I'ma stop. Nigga back then, I ain't never dropped it. Just did what I did, and I came to the top. I can't let nothing stop me. Bitches be giving me sloppy. That's why I love them, I give her the cropping. Just like a picture, my script to the topping. Just like a hit when I give her the topping. Read me the script and I tell me stop talking. I gotta go on the sofa. These niggas don't look at me, then I want one. A nigga, I just fucking want slush. Like Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm tell nigga to pull up and snap it, ho. Nigga, I had it, I cracked the hoe. I just came out like I had a match, bro. Put it together like we had it, bro. This is not a code, I just had the hoe. I don't want a number, you can have it, bro. Go, Trino, yeah.
Big and salute.
Hold on. I gotta take this.
I've been fucking hoes and popping pillies, man. I feel just like a rock star.
Get out of here. We about to get cut. Why was it playing 21 freaking Savage all of a sudden? Golly. And I was hoping that was at least a remix or some shit like that. All right. So, damn, I done got like, I threw it out, so I completely forgot what the last one is. Oh no, I remember. You sort of did that. I don't want to be a player no more. Like, you know, a little bit of a different, you know, kind of take on that, you know what I'm saying, record, something freaking chill or whatnot. Like, you still get in there, essentially, with the style that I, you know you to, you know, a little bit of a better energy. Like, I feel like you're trying a little bit, you know what I'm saying, more with each song that I do, you know, hear from you these days. So at least like that. Still needs that professional, you know, mix and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Remember me, remember me.
Hey gosh, here, let me take this off. What is it doing?
This music is my legacy. So remember me when I'm down below, 6 feet deep and it's cold like snow. So remember me when you're on the streets. Pray for my soul when you're on your knees. Another day wishing, hands in the kitchen, make another beat cause I'm on my mission. Gotta get my family off this life we leaving. All the road done, just hope I'm forgiving. Just in a bad spot, please go for the cop. Gotta feed my kids cause they all I got. They look up to me, I'm the man in the house. Can I take care of them most days? I can't remember me cause I go so hard. Gotta kill the beat. Remember me in the memories. Yeah, this music is my legacy. So remember me when I'm down below, 6 feet deep and it's cold like snow. So remember me when you're on the streets. Pray for my soul when you're on your knees. So remember me, cause I go so hard to kill the beat. So remember me in the memories. Yeah, this music is my legacy. So remember me when I'm down below, 6 feet deep and it's cold like snow. So remember me when you're on the streets. Pray for you. Some of my friends just died in 1 week. Pain so strong that I grind my teeth. I remember you until my time is through. I believe in after life and the hope is true. Never fans of my music, believed in my dreams. So when death comes, that it comes in threes. I don't understand this life, why people gonna die. I'm alone in my room and I cry at night. I pop a bottle when I take a pill. It really don't help cause the pain's too real. The room is pains and I'm feeling ill. All these emotions I wanna kill.
This is very chill.
You build an empire, then watch it fall. I pray today that it'll be okay. But remember me when I'm in my grave. Remember me, remember remember me, cause I go so hard and I kill the beat. You will remember me, and the memory that music is my legacy. So remember me when I'm down below, 6 feet deep and it's cold like snow. Remember me when you're on the streets. Pray for my soul when you're on your knees. So remember me, cause I go so hard.
Maybe rolling out for a bit.
Remember me and the memories that this music is my legacy. So remember me when I'm down below, 6 feet deep and it's cold like snow. So remember me when you're on the streets. Pray.
Gotta remember me. There's a lot of time where I freaking wonder if you can rap, so you gotta send me beats. And I always wonder if you can tell you if I wonder if you can get high, then you send me weed. And I also want to be like, I don't even really want to know if you could give me trees, but you shimmy. Listen, kind of grows on me over time. Still needs a mix. Has a vibe, I think, you know what I'm saying? Some people will freaking rock with. Overall beat is cool. Lately, I've been hearing you on stuff that I would normally hear you on. So I'm assuming, you know, you potentially, I don't know if you get like beat replacement or something like that, but, you know, that's something. What up, Liquid? Yeah, we're heading out right now, but we'll, again, I'm trying to see if I can come back tonight or tomorrow as per usual. I do have 2 mixes I gotta work on, so I will see what I'm gonna do. But yeah, big freaking salute. Shout out to everybody freaking who sent, you know, tonight. Get y'all stuff on in. Make sure y'all sub to all of our platforms and all that good stuff.
It was 2 in the morning, fell asleep when I'm
stop.
School and college until I stopped and put my music on. I'm just
even
see Probably in his uniform. Born identity, homie, you've been warned.
I have no idea why that was freaking doing all of that. Like, my gosh. Yeah, I need to restart my freaking computer anyway.